me baso. To say ba ko pe. Me nyina me ningum ho. Me tumi ningum za. Okwo to so ba no esinchen. So ko te say abrim pia so ani.
Na say eduru baby e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bi ana.
Dabi. Ebu ha o enza to tele say to de bia careful. Du bu careful na oba ni so. Na to so to de wo. Untimi ni ngu ho. Na wo say de okwo duzu bie.
Obi a toilet de wo de na wa de koso na say toilet na do.
Toilet de me kwa kwa ni e. Ah o careful. Toilet de ye si bia ye bu de careful. Ni atare ntensi. Ndu bu careful na oba de sisi we.
Na say mo kre ma na ha bo.
E ma na ha ye. What is your toilet so si ba ko pe. E fa ni kwankwa ni e. Oba ko no oba si so no me si so. So what is ndi toilet de enyu mu kwa de enyina enyu mu nya ni abom. Comme nous besie abana ntima besi bia ma enum manni sa
ana da ho no empanfo se enipa da sane hu donti ana boa kama di na chi kwa abeso na nyansanfuo se yensem pa na apese wutie dia ene Worcester bonte so ha onua ya sanse Unity Radio ho ana nsem no hwegu
the world greatest philosopher the walking encyclopedia Elizato drop the fire.
If you didn't marry the girl you spoiled, you will definitely marry the one another man spoiled. Remember, Romans chapter 6 verse 2 says, God will repay each person according to what they have done. I have never seen a handsome mathematics teacher before. They all look like quadratic equations. Even if sense and wisdom is falling like rain, African leaders will still use umbrella. By the time you buy a car, they will be wanting those with private jets. My brother, you can never satisfy women. Girls used to stay at home and cook like their mothers. Nowadays, they stay outside and drink like their fathers. No woman can control me. No woman can control me. But once she says, go and lock the door, you fly like a bird. When your man is angry and shouting at you, just take off your clothes. Men don't argue with naked ladies. Once a girl enters your room and see plasma TV, decoder, laptop, fridge, AC, microwave, and foodstuffs, my brother, believe me, a serious relationship has just started. A man can be in UK and not okay. He can live in US and still be useless. All good things come from above, not abroad. When you start behaving like ECG in a relationship, don't complain when your partner finds a generator. A jealous demon may appear as a supportive angel. An open enemy is better than a false friend. Some black women think having a big ass is a career. Beyonce's net worth is $850 million with 22 Grammys and over 100 million album sales, and still forgive Jay-Z when he cheats, and you with only 2 panties won't make us rest. I think it is time for us to start dating by qualification. We cannot have a degree and get heartbreak from an ordinary SSC holder. It's highly unacceptable. My brother, relax. That girl you are begging to accept you is also begging another guy not to leave her. We are all beggars. Thank you very much, my brother Ricky.
Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he ase tresen mumusu da ya ehyenitirim mumutirim asem Unity Radio nkwa na enim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso
Unity Radio, one love.
Asampayetia obanyansa fuso wo bunye won kana asam te mafutu sam kakre wa supreme yo kofi ya woman omani ya mama enyi baby ako wacha ya waren wonso wani pa asa de pa wo fe oye ya mo yembera ye ebe ya ifuyana
hand, our problem is our leaders. Remember our great-great-grandmother, you see the pen on World Bank, you see the pen on Akufo. She did. Right? You change. We do want to train you. Baba Didi, Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you are traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go see the people they got. Dr. Kwamina Minimshi is there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Bishai is there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana is there. People the first is there. Evangelist, Bishop, Asori Sikakwana, they're there. They don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. With a small road they're building, they can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it because I know how to build it.
Akasima and so Pepe na Bonundu Unity Radio 103.9. Another week is here with us, of course. Today happens to be the 11th day of October 2021. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. May we all be grateful and, of course, live to glorify His name. Anopa Mamin Chow, a special good morning to you. Michael Damte, how are you doing, my big brother? Not forgetting you, Debbie Jamalowik. Debbie, how are you doing? Special good morning to you. Brunia Debbie Autiechi. I just say, I tell you, buy actually about Tichi. One in Pao. Wofio yo. Abusiamo channel pay atrase said from Monday through Friday every morning. No mamencha miankasa mi nuaba penny. Sister Rachel, how are you doing? I hope so when family you are doing wonderful this morning. Abusia anopen so ayatrase yebedi Ghana honkomo as usual. Of course, yedi honkomo na yedi Ghana honkomo. Na unim se opo national atrase anopa se dia na mene mabedwafo ena yabodwa ena ene ye no beche Ghana honkomo. Manucho Magandi, Gaucho, Margarita, La Molina, Mempeme Wansem, Worcester, Massachusetts, and Afi, Ken Kalusha, aka Mr. G, Mr. C, and combination of Mr. C and G League. Omunyina atanasiene, yebedin komo afa ye my Ghana, honsemo itwegu ye na otwi ewie. Ana ya boaboa bia no ne afiko wakrata hodo mu bae anopai except kakra yenya ye no beche na ya hwe ensem so etwago na nado danko Akufo-Addo ba ware weekend na guess who when no ne ware yesi sikani eba ware sikani ba ye kan chale yampo when no ware no ehun nsem ha eno nyina ye news flashes and news highlights ye de ebe ma na nado danko Akufo-Addo yi skills kakra over the weekend e ma ehun sa akokra still skills no one na no onim sa eno dan chen so ye be hwe other issues apiepie esesa utibi ene anopai NDC abrante keni kese ba akopa ye fero Kwesi Dawood ene menu wo kasai police for de gunu so akoche no adan ye ni ko gina court papa no de ese wa ye ni se ya sefem sem nyambra sem if it's proven true ye say papa no in fact ne yiri ene ne banan kasa se papa no ene ne ba ada anyem one ne ba no started die according to Nebana Nkasa narration 2019. Now on another Papa Yobaka under the ex-while NDC regime, now a national NADMO coordinator. Na on neba ada ama nebano se obona no se on kanchiro bia na oka odeneba kwa American ni ade ama na ko 20 schools ni ade nti obia na no kape the dreams will be shattered. But finally, the cat is out. NDC's Kwesi Dawood in court for allegedly impregnating daughter. Onwankasa neba report say allegedly wanyem neba. LGBTQI conversation in Ghana, it's not gone. It has come to stay, and people are interested. Said debate, yen have na yen putu sword. So yen putu sweat today. Cut once and for all. Yen kele asem no. So na ensem bebraba. Ora friend say Bagbin ye Speaker of Parliament. And now wakasa dia fasa ansem no ho about the stance. Obekaya and Chekra and NPP MP Bakusbeka say ono de enye bibia say manu choka say need facilities to support enye ho no hwe nemum ohwe cost na Bagbin so abetutu bia mane no ɛno da nkyɛn so a yɛbɛkɔ akɔhwɛ ɔno nso response a ɔde ama ɛyɛ abambabin sanso ɛna still on the LGBTQI nsɛnsɛm no Kenyan journalist bi ɛne Sam George ɛyɛ marathon interview bi ɔyɛ adwuma ma CNN na aberanteɛ no ne kuromfoɔ disown no ɔmo se next time so ɔkɔyɛ saa sɛbi nkwasea interview no na ɔkɔ defending homosexuality a he shouldn't introduce himself as a Kenyan ɔmbɔ ne din na ɔnyɛ ne interview ma ɔnka sɛ ɔyɛ Kenyani ɛno nso nkɔmmɔ wɔ ha ɛbɛhwɛ sanso ɛna LGBTQI plus is a criminal and cannot be a human right issue. Lawyer Penny Bako ana onunso akasa. Sanso ena Dormaahene enso abake at pro-LGBTQI plus countries. Also take your visas and your loans. Dormaahene backs at pro-LGBTQI plus. Anti-LGBTQI plus bill. CNN comment attributed to me is false. It doesn't reflect actual content. Archbishop Naameh say omo ye de asema to no so. Say wakoka asembia etumi henyan tribal sentiment e de basabasa eba. Na o se san nsem no a CNN forecast ono na aka no enye sa ne tie. CNN for an trad asem ni nyina mu yi. Ni nyina no ye behwe na yɛde mu nkɔmmɔ nso ɛde aba aha Unity Radio 103.9 said the midi kan no ɛnɛ yɛ nkɔmmɔ bebree a yɛbɛdi na yɛtumi ɛnso ɛde wɔn nso deɛ ɛde aba na Kofi Bentel say Sam George and ne friends they are winning the LGBTQI debate far kra and also some lawyer back nso say LGBTQI or say a criminal intumi enye human right issue identity ena okasa ni nyina no nsema anopai yatena si yabebe bohu na yahwe special prosecutor so I withdraw charges bia na ewo ho ditia Mahama Ayariga ekoba ne sen ena yatena si yede mu nkyiremu nyina so ede beba obeka ya petrol prices worldwide akosoro amagana ni a oyisuka otunika wontimi ntop petrol na nado danko Akufo-Addo atumi hold it up petroleum levy for 2 months ni nyina nso yebehwe ehonsem ewo ha na yedimu enkomo Akufo-Addo grant approval for 0 PSR levies on fuel for 2 months. These and many more coming up on the show. It was a blissful and colorful weekend as usual. Yetenase Monday morning biaya itahwe ye post view the weekend in Worcester. Manuchu and net wachere say yes, the boy is no longer a Ghanaian. He is now a son of New England patriot.
Yeah, I'm a patriot at heart. Yes, me, I'm all American, you know. For now, it's
what man who said what done with Chama Ghana.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, say now.
But so Kase untimi.
What's it?
What's untimi now?
Only a fool doesn't change his mind. I mean, I talk about Ghana issues, but I'm not Ghanaian at heart.
Masa asam na okan
obi a Kenyan now say I'm a Kenyan and Kofobuefu. Until then I say I'm an American. I say I'm an American. Question at the bar say in America no say no I'm a Kenyan. I'm not an American. Tombuefu.
Omobuefu serious.
That he said he's a Kenyan.
Yeah.
But so he's not a Kenyan?
No, they realized that in the no say I saw from the entire
interview. I watched it over and over again.
They were not happy. One,
that guy is a gay anyway.
Yeah,
he said he's gay. He said
and yeah, anything no mubuofu no.
Yes.
Say so say Kenya. Barack Obama crate so that time
they had a lot of issues.
Yeah, Kenyan president kikan some for no. So when you Uhuru Kenyatta kata say when you gay sama Fatana America or you are not one of us. Yeah, into omu pekra.
Yes.
It's for the journalist to posit himself as a Kenyan and as a gay and defending the right of a gay no alone. And what comment a Kenya for almost uka say parliamentarian biano wabon he outsmarted you. Some me really commented it was marvelous.
Yeah, you're so happy.
Yeah, no. I'm happy that the Kenyans are commending a Ghanaian MP. Once they attack us, the MPs, no.
Yeah, they are not deep in the idea, but when they are, I mean,
it's Martin in the interview.
It was a brilliant one. Although I disagree with some aspects, but I think generally Sam George did well.
Yeah,
I mean, it's known. The confidence. People see his confidence as too knowing. I mean, God also a too known there, but I see gross.
You know, too known. Yes, too known. Sometimes misused.
Oh, of course.
And subjective and relative.
Like, because of our political dispensation, people like Sam George, they are smart. They are smart dudes. You can have your issues with them.
No, me Ghana. Parliament hono. Omo me yada omo. Me feel say. Omo ye young.
Yeah.
But omo young na omo yanon kata omo nyansa ni omo nimdie so.
Yes.
Ayo kuje to Black One Sam George.
Yes.
Okuje to Sam George the only thing Okan ya me feel say anya me depa ye blasting no ha when you talked about NDC first before Ghana and him when you talked about House of Folk issue Okan say we 20 kama Arsenal rather than has because has for this kind of juju.
But those are his convictions. I mean, you can disagree. Beauty of life is that.
I don't make say I exonerated him.
Yes.
Manka
yeah,
because say has to sign a contract to we pass
exactly
50 million plus mentia for play and never misika there.
It didn't make a lot of sense, but I mean, all in all, they have agreed with him to a larger extent. Just the way I find myself near the end of the day. But you see, when it comes to those things, like what's your man to win stance, I tell them, I want to leave the religious debate and see the common sense part of it. Yeah. And being a student of academia, you might have problems with me, but I think that I believe in people who have exhibiting what they feel is good for them. If it will hurt another person, I'm a firm believer of that one. Say no, me say we madam for you just don't turn and over bomb me to why I have a big problem with you. But you can't gay as them. You still be my friend and you can have a beautiful life together. I have a lot of friends who are gays in Belgium. I mean, we still have beautiful conversations near the it doesn't affect our relationship, but I tell them that
that one is there. But when it comes to legislation, say exactly. So I think that one.
No, you see, this legislation, the issue has to do with people sometimes forget. And yesterday, the gays in Ghana are fighting for their rights. It's not like that. It's people in Ghana who feel that, you know what, you find a lacuna, you say gaps, you blocking and someone had thoughts and emotions in the. That's where we are. Say Ghana for
which we also can
Ghana for now, Namaka say, hey, yeah, fast and so.
But I think it started from somewhere. You know, after the president interview, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
And then
crazy flag.
Yeah,
gay pride month in the month of July.
Exactly. Until said they realized that
yes.
And then report to be a
yes,
wedding. Before let's I forgot.
Wedding.
Sunya when him so boy be a
yeah, I read an article.
Yeah, me were videos no about just there. Some of them are so.
I read an article like
that. We can show that on Facebook to people.
Yeah.
And him for say taboo on their land. And to join moja. A good boy so yeah.
But expect more after the legislation. Expect more because people would rather be empowered to now to do those things. But no, because I'm a journalist, so when I sit and talk, hey, why so? But that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, careful, because
it's been happening.
You have to treat them. Yeah, just say fine. There's a part which says that you can't beat them and misdemeanor, but there's a part which empowers people to really take up that one. Say man, to radio so no can find a way to get him.
No, Emrano na bet you no physical assault.
Not get him, doesn't mean beat him.
Say how bet na unim say how be promote to polygamy. Emran baba bet you.
Oh, short but then shed and ye way sound. Because if you
oh yeah, so yeah, o citizen ni we are.
Of course, he had be block say.
Yeah, be say. Obe promote to polygamy, obe practice and obe promote to no I can know.
Yeah, what can yes someone farm on me say that's the law.
Yeah, because they don't if you promote it means it's a violation to your minor affront to the law.
Exactly.
To be dealt with.
Yeah, but that's say so that they sending
in how you define gidi.
No, like
because
he thinks that polygamy should be accepted in America, blah blah blah. Police
if you are promoting polygamy.
Yeah, then I think gay should be allowed. But new law we know. We can say I think they are being manhandled near their crowd by the law. Some judge
no manhandled. Some manhandled.
You can't say that.
No, some law no. And let me tell you, was it one MP or say there are some areas in the law as almost scrutinizing.
Exactly, we need to.
No mushisheni and yes, you criminalize it, but. With regards to some of the things you are raising, punishment, promoting on radio,
promoting 10 years, we be at 3 years. We have not 3 years.
No, but promotion 10. Promotion on a server as a catalyst.
No, but
promotion is dangerous than the person doing it.
The act is always more dangerous than the promotion.
No. If you if you frown on the promotion, it puts fear in people. Say then people feel they have garnered enough support to be doing it.
But if
we'll get into the conversation.
But that's the beauty. In China, we have some of these discussions. But I stand by where I stand. That I think you need logistical support to support the nonsense. To me as a country there.
I hope the weekend was good. Mami Abasimi.
Yeah, the weekend was good.
No, I don't think you did.
I have the videos. I have the videos of my dance.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Messiah myself no crab me town mami chimiunso.
No.
Enra, yesterday too I was there.
Enra the mentimi.
Exactly.
Enra had other programs.
You don't have it. Yes, why Enra Messasa.
I saw Royal put a picture of you.
Exactly, you saw me wearing my regalia.
Yeah, but my who was
I sent a video. I'll show it to you. Messasa.
Because Saturday wedding, I say, I'm on for cry a crew on the platform. Manucho, show your moves. Manucho. Saturday, no.
Saturday, no.
Actually, be na ketu be na befem one shot answer.
Me try sa we.
Tama man for credit out to say usu nim sa no. Me say baby am fa bia no be e ka.
Say na was sant we ntwa. Me twimba sa man jam me ho. Me sure mo say soloku no.
Kalusha kwaba.
Na sa wuntwi.
Na Kalusha de oba na odi ne phone si na nim sa Kingalu. Oh yeah. Ah be mic ne ka say ye na man for nyame na no me di nkomo. Bibi aboko. Weekend iko ye. Activity my mic na you know
topsy-turvy roller coaster up and down here and there.
From kakra na enye pointed. At the end of course in your life weekend way.
Oh weekend after you know. After wedding I me pass you briefly no man ko baby abi.
Wan go baby. Sir. Sunday nso
Sunday wan ko baby.
Nana Kalusha manu choko ginam na wan ko ginam. Wan fro onya de da wan fro.
O say last Sunday me ko no wan ko bi nti no so ko.
Yeah, man.
Last Sunday no, he wasn't available. Ana
but time me nika nti me gbe.
No manucho na make say. The wu ko ginam na no ni ho no. No available.
Say me last week me ko bia no so ko this week. And we cannot compare.
Yeah. You can't you can't try to create tension between me and my big brother. Be good.
Now there's no fight.
Oh no, now there's no fight.
Okay, I said a week yesterday. A week. Exactly a week yesterday. And no mom is I won no.
Sir.
And say oba Monday to say or no fight or start here. Gidi. Okay.
Say I'm a pebia man. Okay.
Okay.
Say I'm a pebia man.
Tiana me be me who say.
Yeah, mama N bia. Me the N amount. They can sign alphabet, letters and alphabet. Yeah, N is for you. One can say thank you. Kalusha, message you. No, yes, you. But anyway, some things are not meant for you. Don't say Kalusha, no, you're a bit secretive, isn't it? I'm best of a can. But you see, idea. Shreya said a bed, and N is for Kalusha. I mean, that's how well we are positing, we are positioning, we are really getting on. So we're there on top of business.
Okay, Unity Radio 1039. King Kalusha tenase na say weekend. Kalusha ko wedding weekend. Ena Manucho ko wedding weekend. Opo National so ko wedding weekend.
Oba me ye no so one bantem. I was I was there. Some
Saturday.
Oh yeah, you kept too long. I left there around 10:30. I was tired.
About 10:30 I was there.
Some Saturday so Gucci phone in ya, Gucci man.
Yeah, 10:30 and you might have left earlier because 10:30 I was there. Make draw 9 some minutes after 9.
Sir.
Yeah.
Gucci buy me namo mumusa. I want to hear bodgem so I now buy.
Yeah.
Gucci ladies. I mean my sweet sugar mothers.
Yeah. Into me draw 9 some few minutes after 9 and I left. Me chair hopper.
No, I was too tired.
Into any movie ho earlier than 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because me do ho. Book all time be.
You were there earlier. Me from the man. Me from Manchester and call. You were there like 8. You were there for a long time. You sat for a long time. Yeah, maybe
8 for 9. 8 to 9.
No, cry man. I mean, if you cry now, bomber.
Yeah,
there were no chairs.
Maybe by after 9.
There were no chairs.
After 9.
Yes.
And yeah, Amankwa was also saying same. Amankwa say omo twa me ama mother. I was there. Time I know say Amankwa say Mrantia hini ba nyina na me wo ho.
Oh no, but be left before he came anywhere.
Yeah, no, momo dia na mo ko because by around 11 something. Mrantia hini by 11:30 there.
Well, one of the biggest funerals I've gone this side.
Yeah. Me Florence Jemfua.
Yes.
Mrs. Ajimai.
Yeah. Mrs. Ajimai.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful one. This weekend.
And a weekend where there.
My
Saturday wedding funeral and then Sunday Thanksgiving for wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. Kalusha lose you out.
Kalusha, no. It was a quiet moment for him. I mean, it happens. It happens. There's that you say you're into fall already, so you need to enjoy, make hay. What the
Indian center. The funeral follow up. Reception was yesterday, and I wore Indian center. I'm on for Simasa, Munchilio, Naka now dress ya. As a Eskimo. O dress it is at the Uku.
Condition
why you could do Mamma who can say, hey, Manu chooses your cabinet to I can show my
power puff my
jacket is
so many, but this week will be good. This week a good weather, auntie.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you'll be in the 70s. It's an year weekly review. Metropolitan Assembly, and I kind of say
meteorologist. When him say me go school time I was it SS or JSS? Where's
parallelogram meteorologist.
Right.
Exactly. But it has to be an Ashanti anyway. Because we are Santinian, there's all man parallelogram.
Okay. Yeah. Nami no Mike say. What the tribal sentiment ibam?
No, this has nothing to do with what you enjoy and what you don't like.
Masa,
say me more tribal Ghana if I that.
Uti nkrani bia no pronounce word nam de chiro. Make just so sorry na di atam so.
Come one day H. We be hu nkrani a ontimi bo H.
Ana no out no bre. Out no bre.
Lalesia one if you be a mensa wo. On say bia nipa ko ne maame.
Masa be show hu you.
On tinted black kakra. Oh no, but what's that for me? If living in Ashanti land, if any tribe I want to be, I mean they are nice people. They have their own sentiments, but I would
okay, yeah, go her weather and said okay, no. A never cloudy to mostly cloudy. Area and shadam, but a bit kakrana ina kataso.
Yeah,
clouds na kataso. Yeah. So that is how it's going to be. Lowest temperature be 57, and a maximum be upper 60s. Yeah. 68 being the maximum temperature, and according to the forecast, yensabi to me akan. No. Dan auto repairs master dan so daruma ena oso ya sinima ye de dwumadi e de ebro na ebase ye de agudi unsambro a Asamas trading ena Ash pharmacy amonso ebo enchidom na ye de abro na Manu.
Yes.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
France from Tasha controversial goals.
Yes.
Because I saw Mbappe's goal to be offside.
Yeah.
But to stand, I'm Spain for both.
Yeah.
I'm saying France always score controversial goals.
Very controversial goals. I agree. I mean.
Okay. It's rumors kakra and some kakra PP over the weekend. World Cup qualifiers any idea course so na yemfa hon sam emra musa okohwe sania ekoso ewo Africa Ghana said ye etu manim no Ghana share kamiensa ema o my friend say eye Zimbabwe etumi eti e kanamu baako nti say there coach I friend say Milu wonya the first victory e dia ma Ghana nti Ghana edi nkunim eka miensa ema eye Zimbabwe eti e kanamu eye baako na omo meno we ka say Black Stars akwakodu eye Harare ewo Zimbabwe nyame yadmo china yane omo ebo the return leg na eye game a Ghana po yempo I want say to me we need to get any chance of qualifying for the World Cup, especially over South Africa. Na and also at the anonymity Black Stars land in Harare ahead of Zimbabwe clash. Over Kaya Ghana. Yes, she come and say Thomas Step party. It to me Bono she nice and beautiful goal. Emma Bibiasu to me echo and kind. Emma it to me Eddie in Kunim. Sanso and a goalkeeper. I can once a Mamia Baka say Ofia Bruchiri Banidia on one better. On one so Enna Edai. He made some fantastic saves though after watching the highlight. Na Sisi Amino Ekasaidi said them kind of Ghana Kwaku do. Kama Ewo Harare. Thomas Step party. Daniel Amate Baba Rahman and Jojo Wallacott omunyina ameki trip no because Zimbabwe is no longer on UK's COVID red list. The team is led by President of the Ghana Football Association Kurt Edwin Simeon Okraku. Now he was joined by Black Stars Management Committee Chairman George Amuako and a former Ghana International Samuel Oseko for a Management Committee member and a Fred Papu also a committee member. Other players are any other players omukobi any GFA Mpenifo Omuka Honkoe, Deputy General Secretary Alex Asante, Chairman of the Central Regional Football Association, your friend Robert Duncan, and a Voter Regional Association boss Daniel Aye Agboga and a director of communication friend Henry Asante Chum. Now also making the trip Deputy Youth and Sports Minister Ivan Sopoku Bobie Honorable and a Chief Director Alhaji Hafiz Adam, any other senior figures from the Youth and Sports Ministry. Said the Milika Kano. Nyamia Yadom Emma team no akwa kudu Ghana asumdwema omo echo prepare ahead of the game tomorrow. Remember, Ghana will be training at the Harare Sports Stadium today. Eho ena nyame eyadoma ochena ebebo no. Na yeka Ghana ni Zimbabwe game no. Na de tie ni se Zimbabwe omo wo defender bia friend se Tendai Darikwa obobo yi pa na wa withdraw e de free squad nim for game a Ghana ene omo ebo ochena no. Na ahead of the second game no Abrante Tendai Darikwa I will draw from the squad due to emergency family issues. Yes, Abrante Anoko now attending to way a good piece of news for the Black Stars of Ghana. He said Tendai, Tendai, omu top defender. Any way to me withdraw. Unsia can be Emfa Emma Zimbabwe. Nyame Aduma Ochna na and also Edia Ababitu Ija. Enso so ewo ho eno no na Ghana Black Stars said ya mekan no yempo I say itumi edi nkunim. Thomas Partey after scoring a beautiful goal for the team say why ready say baby coach I friend say Milovan Edin betu bia say omobo manu bia why ready and willing say obebo na wa she goals enso aboa ama Ghana atumi ediye or say I am ready to play anywhere for the national team, the Arsenal stalwarts. They say there he has become the face of the Black Stars. Umpo Thomas Partey na and also Edia and they etumi ababeto edwa enso so ho no ntie nyina ye mompa ye emfa ema the Black Stars of Ghana said there be a omobetumi edi nkonim ochena manucho se Ghana ehye Zimbabwe ochena dia ena na wo hu se Ghana ebetumi akọ World Cup ni be the R&B boys of Zimbabwe na eno so edia ababeto edwa enso so ewo eno nti Ghana ochina yesa gina kono aye ni Zimbabwe na yeka Ghana no na enye Ghana nko say dem di kan tu dwa no World Cup qualifiers so over the weekend. Even Oko North America ayade bi so ewa ha Jamaica and Canada Bogoles Panama so United States say United States omo putu their qualification in peril. Na nkanra kalis omunya draw kra na ye mama Panama show mo 1-0. Costa Rica she El Salvador 2-1 and Mexico sisi omo bedasro omutwa Honduras 3-0 na eno ne de kopiem ewo North America. South America Bolivia etwa Peru 1-0. Venezuela etwa Ecuador 2-1 sorry. Colombia etwa Brazil Brazil bi antumi Antonio Yonkwatana was a nice game. Argentina and Lionel Messi were simply unstoppable against Luis Suarez's Uruguay yesterday 3-0 and a Korea Chile and so Paraguay a Camunu Emma Paraguay and Tumi ante Kanamu Bakukra Oko the continent of Africa car and so Tenefi Nigeria shan 2-0 Kenya Tenefi Mali shan 1-0 Uganda and Rwanda game no kowie no na Uganda sha Rwanda kaba koma ntumi anti Benin so Tenefi Tanzania shan 1-0 Zimbabwe Zambia and Equatorial Guinea ebo 1-1 Cape Verde etwa Liberia 1-0 Madagascar and DR Congo game no wie no na Madagascar winning 1-0 and Mauritania and Tunisia surprisingly Mauritania to me hold Tunisia to a goalless drawn game. UEFA Nations League third place at the final course so enra my friend say Italy it to me at the third Abraham share Belgium e come you know Belgium to me at kanamu bako sanso and Spain and so any France finally ekowie no na France edin kunime come you know but not without controversy just like I was saying Spain and itumi share first goal and France Karim Benzema share fantastic goal and Sana Brante France Kylian Mbappe at the bako ka honemum not without controversy like I said report HS goal no sha clearly I saw it to be an offside goal and so referee no ma goal no stand day ema ekowie no na France edin kunimu a omo na UEFA Nations League winners na and also edia itumi etodwa enra enso so eno no na said yedi kan aka no nyame adoma Europe ene World Cup qualification no omo besan ato aso abobi na mame mfa no in groups said be ya tiefo be hu group bia team bia wom ene games nso a ene ɛkɔ so no na wahu sɛdeɛ nhyehyɛeɛ no nso ɛsi ɛteɛ na ɛnɛ nyame yɛ adom a Europe ebi bɛkɔ so dendenden saa nso ɛna Africa nso ebi bɛkɔ so dendenden Africa no ma no twa wɔ group A Burkina Faso ɛne Djibouti ɛbɛbɔ saa game no yɛ 12 o'clock yɛyɛ ha time o group D ɛno koraa deɛ sisi ɔmo abɔ awie na time na abɔ sɛn wɔ Mozambique ne Cameroon abɔ awie Cameroon ahyɛ ɔmo 1-0 ɛbɔ 12 yɛ ha ɔsɛ
Ibam boy earlier about 2 p.m.
Yeah. Mozambique atena fie lusu 1-0 to Cameroon. About 12 Malawi and Cote d'Ivoire and only at 12 yenya hard time. Now still with Africa no Gabon so ni Angola boy. Gabon ashe Angola neyao 2-0. About 3 o'clock Libya and Egypt. And so ebebo and only nyina a group a group F. Na and also I don't know now kɔhwɛ group E so ɛwɔ Europa yɛkɔ Europa Belarus and Czech Republic 245 Estonia and Wales 245 still in Europe group I have friend say G Latvia and Turkey nina games nina sɛ manka let's just say 245 Latvia and Turkey Netherlands and Gibraltar and Norway and Montenegro group H no 12 o'clock Cyprus and Malta Croatia and Slovakia 245 and Slovenia and Russia and so sa group J Iceland and Liechtenstein Macedonia and Germany and Romania and Armenia nina kick off time 2:45 na and also any senior and then so ebesi akoso so ede afa so those are the games ekoso ene na enra no said American akeka CONMEBOL and CONCACAF no sa ukɔhwɛ Europa results etumi course no said American no Nations League and boy Africa mum and World Cup qualifier ekoso enra Zambia and Equatorial Guinea ball 1-1 no Mauritania ne Tunisia obi anhyebi Central African Republic said American Nigeria eshomu 2-0 Cape etwa Liberia 1-0 Wo group E Kenya etnefie Malaysia no 1-0 Uganda enso etwa Rwanda 1-0 group J Benin etnefie Tanzania sha no 1-0 and Madagascar enso share Congo DR 1-0 so these were the games ekoso enra na eno so edie enso eno no na ne de bekoso wo Europe ena ede eno so atoto mo anim no na eno so de ababeto edwa enso so eho eno no quickly ma yenhwe and some back community apie Abrante friend said Thibaut Courtois Real Madrid goalkeeper former Chelsea keeper or say UEFA care about money not players. Now Thibaut Courtois has accused football governing bodies of prioritizing money over the welfare of players who he feels are being treated like robots. Now Obaka said UEFA Nations League Belgium lose omo semi-final match no na third place match no na enka Belgium nya dia hu hia Thibaut Courtois one of the players na omo etia team or say this game is just a money game. We have to be honest about it. We just play it because for UEFA it is an extra money and it's an extra game on TV. Okay, for us it's a good game because it's against Italy, and for Italy it's a good game because it's against Belgium. But look at how much both teams changed their players. If we had both been in the final, there would have been others playing. We in some phone now can. Can players celebrate here. But so can say Obia Sisan lineup there. Say it's an avenue for other players to also get minutes. There's something that Thibaut Courtois. You are making good point, but the justification doesn't make sense. Anyway, and only Thibaut Courtois and Swasman. Okay. Now you throw their rumors. Newcastle United. Manu Chobeka just say ambitious. Now Arsenal consider a move for Liverpool in England midfielder Oxlade-Chamberlain. According to reports, Arsenal 4% come home. Omo Ekofa Chamberlain Samba. Now Barcelona vice president Rafael Ute played down chances of Spanish club being in the market to sign Brut Haaland. Report by say omo prioritize it. Wasinya dias omo say sikano. Di Haaland de nya dia mbebe ne ho. Abrante friend say Neymar Brazil ni Abrante was suggest to say 2022 World Cup in Qatar no could be his last for Brazil. As the Paris Saint-Germain forward is unsure if he has the strength of mind to deal with football anymore. ɛno ɛne nsɛm a Neymar de ato yɛ football World Cup ɔkɔbɔ no Qatar ne bi ɛbɛn no last because pressure on football from fans from everywhere no he doesn't think that he will still have the strength of mind to deal with football anymore. Barcelona say ɔmo ɛyɛ ready sɛ ebi a ɔmo ɛbɛ offloadu France winger Ousmane Dembele. Na report say Liverpool any abere dendenden say omunya abrante no a omo epe na Barcelona offloadu Ousmane Dembele no report Sport in Spain dia ba say omo Manchester City winger friend say Raheem Sterling as his replacement. Na England captain abrante Van Harry Kane say he loves Tottenham and will lead the club rebuild according to Spurs transfer chief Fabio Patrici. Afede wate or say or Tottenham into Safina Tottenham year rebuilding could be lead team no in their rebuilding process and only DNA about Tuja from Hurricane as well. And you now would say it be a January will be pushy for a move to City. No, this is what I have Fabrizio Patisi. Now Newcastle United has been in the news for the good reasons after 320 billion owners take over. Maybe team Lancaster almost on the 300 million pounds. Minimum owners no are worth 320 billion pounds sterling. Now the attorney say newcomers no according to Daily Mail consider replacing manager Steve Bruce with Leicester City. A manager friend said Brendan Rodgers. According to reporter Ababitu Ijwa. Say so Brendan Rodgers ex Borussia Dortmund boss I friend said Lucien Favre na Black Stars okaso pay adwuma na yam farmer no eno na Ababitu Ijwa. Sanso na former RB Leipzig coach I friend said Ralph Ragnick, and so is being looked by the Newcastle United hierarchy for the role of sporting director, according to Telegraph. And also their bar. So and I'm say Newcastle are targeting 4 Manchester United players when the transfer window reopens in January. Say Anthony Martial, Netherlands midfielder Donny van de Beek, 27-year-old Ivory Coast defender Eric Bailly, and attacker friend said Jesse Lingard, all said to be on their wish list. Now, almost immediate and as almost short-term goal, and it's almost to getting Newcastle United to the top 4. Name almost 5-year development plan almost de bano, almost babetina England game so almost in 5 years. They should be on top of the English game. You know, until slow but sure gradual process and only and some and the to Juventus and so Aaron Ramsey make weight in the attempt to bring Manchester United and France star Paul Pogba back to Turin. Until Ramsey bait some betono some de Bema United do no be aka hono de abeto Paul Pogba aside no aba besi akan. Now Ramsey turning down and move to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the summer according to Calcio Mercato, but now plans to leave in January with Newcastle United interested. They say there sports news now say Newcastle Bambibra Sika Liverpool so we are ready some best step up interest in Wolves and a Spain winger Adama Traore according to El Nacional in Catalan say enya Adama Traore afedi best step up say possibly January Chelsea so agree a new contract with 25-year-old Denmark defender Andreas Christensen according to Fabrizio Romano on Twitter. Italy midfielder Marco Verratti say or intended to spend the rest of his career at Paris Saint-Germain. To Manchester United for most soon that SM Mubutumi Abefano as replacement for Paul Pogba no ebeya monto mu adwinimu. Na eno so edia ababito ijwa and so Nabusia Ebrenity Yamfa Gudi unsem nyina NCA. Yede asra kese ma Ash Pharmacy Big Olubiti and Bagbin Hair Salon and afi Asamas Trading Omadaruma and yede agudi unsem edebramo Manu.
Yeah, I think a few games which caught my attention. The first one, Black Stars game against Zimbabwe. I think it was the top headliner for over the weekend, and I had a chance to watch the game. I think overall, we did not play well. Goals and where it came from. I mean, yes, early goal. I mean, I could just get in that early goal, 5th minute near Shoma. At least it unsettled them a bit, but they took over from the game. Don't say I'm no run come and just some boy empire. They really outplayed us, outsmarted us. About possession, they were more on the ball than us. One time I pay Jojo Wallacott, goalkeeper. No, you might have your own crowns, but for me, he proved himself. It's about playing goalkeeper. And I'm a pen goalkeeper. When you're under pressure, the ball won't boom thing. You have a way of calming down and giving a very intelligent pass, and that is what he did. One boy been beating but overall there he proved himself. Why maybe the coach felt that he needed something different from that Tizigis and Balorane Felisana Monea then. So for me, I will give him about 7/10. That's given the confidence he can really mind the post for Ghana. But the team, and I will share your best have now some take. I mean, we couldn't sustain.
We couldn't build on the early goal.
Exactly.
The engineer added to it.
Exactly.
Rather, no, your mom can
and very they unsettled us. Now, Jigu Alexander Jiku. I mean, the noise around, he needs to be calm. We shared the way now, committee winner. It was very clumsy, very, very silly on his part. I mean, he could have done better than what he did. But the good thing is that Thomas Party, he seized the middle. It was a solo goal. I mean, Ojibon on 110 in out now. It's a beautiful goal. We'll be on your chance. He proved himself why, when they're going to get stuff, you expect the town should get going. And that is what he brought to the party. Jordan, he needs. I didn't cover pen. I heard a lot of people talking about it. The balls from the coach is what people really admired. Say, well, Jordan football. For some time, people feel that Jordan is untouchable, but he's not doing well, especially with the national team. In like 4 or 5 matches, he's not really proving that he's the missing piece of the jigsaw. He taking him out and bringing although no mobile and so I don't think you see we show overall your team now. We follow Ghana channel. You understand why maybe you are not playing well. Whatever it is, and this team is relatively a new one. Just that a few old hands are still the ones doing the job. Because what you now to say, third party scored, did I use scored? It will tell you that what about the rest? I mean, they were there to really augment, but I think some are even younger. So younger players were given opportunities to play. So kudos to the team to get a 3-1. Because against the backdrop that South Africans to me call Ethiopia 3-1 to still top the group. So sure, see the decider will be the game in Accra or Cape Coast against South Africa. That game looks more likely as the one, but like we keep saying, we don't have to take our eye off the top, because what you are no more and trying to make Lucy, because for whatever it is, I'm forced to accept that Zimbabwe are not overawed. Maybe I have to agree with when we can say football will be I'm happy you gave some of the results. Mauritania and are getting some decent results against Tunisia and our team they are 3 very good midfielders playing in England. They are more chance to come. By this time around, they will be coming to augment. Another player who plays in the South African League, Kaizer Chiefs, he's going to augment the squad. This second game tomorrow will be very, very difficult. It will be very, very tight. We need to really hold our back. And yeah, easy say what happened in Cape Coast. Others also feel that the pressure on the team will be eased, because playing against at home is always a difficult one. Although just about 4,000 people when they allow me into the
so we might play better.
We are supposed to play. But sometimes I say 2 sides of the coin, depending on where you want to watch it. The reality is that there will be not much pressure on us to play better, but most no more augmenting on team, and they are playing back home. A South Africa team draw one, so it tells you that back home they is their fortress.
But the South African team is not a near extraordinary team.
Oh yeah, but they beat us, and they can cause us. See, we have one eye on them that for the Harambe Stars, when they are playing back home, they are really a force to reckon with. Those are some of the things I'm taking. I would say back to back. There's no respite. By tomorrow, I say him for another 90 minutes. So kudos to the team. I mean, early preparations. We are there now. I'm hoping that they can
have the opportunity to train on the pitch
today before the game tomorrow. My second one will be on the France beating Spain. I think I had a chance to watch that game too. Spain, maybe Luis Enrique has done something good around the team. They might not have won the game, but they played extraordinarily well. France is experienced in the show. Spain there. Maybe they are not possessing the ball too much, and they are not really being penetrative enough. Sometimes 4 plays is not enough. You have to really complete the task, and I think that is where they are really lacking in that regard. Okay, 4 play. I mean, trying to play around. So they need to be penetrative. Sometimes penetration is everything, because once you penetrate an impermeable membrane, then you can get the goals coming in your favor. But this is France. I mean, the regular guy. Pogba had a wonderful game. I mean, he proved himself once. Sometimes you wonder why he's not able to replicate this form.
He was a good midfielder.
Oh yes, and I saw Koundé too. The player I'm open, Jules Koundé. He's not bad at all.
Jules Koundé.
Jules Koundé really proved himself in the middle. It's a gamer. There were stars on parade, and they really did not disgrace themselves. Anybody, even Sergio Busquets, is not a spent force. Sergio Busquets, it's still a force to reckon with.
It was fantastic.
He really proved that experience is everything. Being in the middle. In a Ferran Torres, but maybe this is not a game that he did not really come to the party. Yes, but but that Mbappe goal is offside with everything. I've watched it over and over again. He was a shade about half a yard.
I don't know why they used VAR.
VR was there. VR was there.
So I don't know why they didn't see that.
Yeah, in such Anthony Taylor. I mean, our own Anthony Taylor.
But the VAR checked.
them. Yeah, you don't
and
blame
they
them.
okayed it.
Yes, which I don't get till now. So Spain have every right to be so mad at them. But hey, this is the beauty of football. I mean, for everything. Just that
Sergio Busquets was over the moon talking.
Awesome.
No, he was talking after the game.
Oh yes.
France, Bribia, controversial goals.
Exactly, because the defense was very, very up to it. They were apt. They formed the line beautifully. All the 3 players were in line, and the Mbappe was in. So I'm wondering why they still had to let that goal stand. But at least at the end of the day, a brilliant tournament.
Manucho wondering why they still had to let that goal stand.
Stand firm. They should have really made sure that it made it weaker. Sometimes maybe the adrenaline was pumping. There was a lot of blood in it.
Master dance also make anjos with you.
Yeah, master dance. I mean, a very good. And I say me time boni the end and Christ and I say me boni the. Oh yes, wow. That you buy also on the Kalusha code. Saturday about. Oh yes, of course. Of course. Say Messi pay. Say see aname kubi. Me say mama nibi. We are good as gold. Yeah. So brilliant tournaments ending in a very bizarre way, but at least at the end of the day, they are regular customers. Someone will do top 4 in I expected to be there. Maybe for Belgium, it's a bit of bad news. I mean, we're expecting them to really do well, but being fourth, it doesn't look bad. These are teams to know that the Portugal and Co were all in the tournament. I do this when they it doesn't look bad. And for Hurricane, now saying that he wants to stay, I mean, it's good for them. At times you need to be a one club man. He became very ambitious, but maybe considering everything. Maybe I'm thinking that early days yet, maybe you want some serenity around the team, because there's that controversy or call on call. Once he starts picking like this, and it's good. Hazard had to do a brilliant one with Chelsea. As much as everybody knew he would go, he maintained focus. He didn't talk about it till the right time. He had to work up the team and maintain that status quo of being one of the best players that they can have in the last decade. And so kudos to him. Now Ramsey, just 30 years. Sometimes I'm wondering. I mean, Juve, he did not see the best of football. Last time I heard Wilshere was training with the team, but as to also in the budget with Arsenal, it would not be bad for Arsenal to really consider going to bring back Ramsey and Sana, because he still has a lot of football.
Chamberlain rather.
Yeah, I had a Chamberlain bait. I mean, I'm an Arsenal platform. People are really mad. Others also feel that if he's a good player.
I think the way he left you guys
acrimoniously. Bruno were where be now. Besides,
it wasn't good.
Or signing a 5-year contract, he ran it down, he left. And I read some article when he came that he felt Arsenal did not have less to no pressure. That's why he came to play under Wenger. Then he decided to go away. But he's going to win some beautiful one. Ball playing there's not a bad player. But it's about team.
The injury record too is horrible.
Yes, but if my issue has to do with the ego of a club. He jilted us. Or by Jawa on the Namano Sabah.
Fabregas at his peak, Ramo rejected.
Exactly.
Why would you go for?
But that was a Wenger. That was a Wenger who felt so.
So if you Arteta is a different person.
Oh yeah, and Arteta likes some of the boys he played with. I'm having mixed feelings about it. At one point, I'm thinking that hey, Arsenal needs to have a lot of.
So between Ramsey and Chamberlain, when and Kamonya now pay?
It's a difficult one, but I'm forced to take one. Meshe, in terms of it's difficult. I have soft spots for Ramsey, but I think he did not really go to prove himself.
Anymore.
Exactly. 30 years. He's just 30 on the dot now. And then Chamberlain, so
28.
We said that in a special way. He's a good player, but it's not extraordinary. The gives by anything. What long
shooting
shots?
Maybe long shooting from behind the arc.
Maybe for that we might need him, because ball play there was Smith Rowe, Neil Degaard. I think that's one. Ramsey, they can do it better. Although Ramsey can play more of a central CDM.
Chamberlain, somebody deploying as right hand.
And America said,
right hand side of the...
I'm doing detailed of who do we need more. One like a missing area now, because in terms of Rochester and as a playmaker there, Odegaard and Smith Rowe is doing it beautiful, and they are young, 20, 21 year olds. Why do you bring Obi2? Maybe so like I said, the 30 year experience one so bad. Some of the games he will play between them there. I'll do a Ramsey. If you share the way they left now, maybe a Ramsey will solve a lot of our emotions. We can have a calmer emotion, but I think for now, Chamberlain, the rumors are saying Arsenal wants him, Arteta wants him, so he might just join the squad. But I'm not really a fan of him.
Okay. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. This is the sporting segment of the show. If you have joined us on Facebook, kindly share the video so we can all enjoy the program together. Share with your friends, family, and everybody on your social media handles so we can all enjoy the show. Remember, after the sporting segment is where we get into our political discussions. And today on our agenda, we'll be talking about the accusation and allegation on NDC man who is being alleged of impregnating his own daughter. And aside that, we will also be looking at the LGBTQI plus issue raging in Ghana. Speaker of Parliament Bagbin clashing with another NPP MP. We will also be looking at that. And of course, there are some lawyers and other people talking. Catholic Bishop Conference boss is also speaking that CNN it's putting something he didn't say on him. So these are many more coming up on the show. Stay tuned and stay glued to your frequency modulation 103.9. And of course, just like we keep saying every day, you can join us on Facebook. If you go on Facebook, you can search for us Unity Radio on Play Store. You can find us Unity Radio Worcester, and of course you can join us. And then on Alexa, you just give a command. Tell Alexa, Alexa, play Unity Radio Worcester. You don't do anything. You just use oral command. You give verbal command to Alexa. Alexa, play Unity Radio Worcester, and of course Alexa will take you through to us, and we can all enjoy the program together. Let me read a couple of comments, and then I'll come to King of Sports, Kalusha. Debbie Jamalowik, a white person who always listens to us. She's learning the tree. Debbie says, good morning, Noah and family. Shared. Thank you, Debbie, for sharing. Nana Kufiabeka says, good morning, Opunashna. How are you doing? Nana, I'm good. And the rest of my team members are fantastic. Debbie says, thank you and blessed. And you guys are doing fantastic. Mamiaba says, good morning, my people. Hope the weekend was good. It was phenomenal. Just that it was tiring as well. The ball actually touched the Spanish defender, making it a legal goal. Oh, okay, then we didn't see that. That might have been, but why is the Spanish team then complaining? So Manu, maybe you can watch it slowly and then come back and tell us. Mamiaba is such a connoisseur of the game. She says that the ball actually, which takes me back to when Chelsea played Atletico Madrid in the first leg of the quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. If you remember, it was the round of 16. Yes, it was it was the round of 16 when that Olivier Giroud goal, we all thought, I was watching with you in Anochikum when we thought it was and then we realized that it touched the defender before so maybe Mamiaba might have given us the perfect insight. Okay, so Kwesi also says greetings to you all, Abusian. Lawson Opo Jr. says, Opo, any transfer news from Chelsea or for Chelsea? Not yet. I don't think Chelsea is planning on buying any player right now. The only bad news for Chelsea is that Conor Gallagher has been lined up as the #1 priority of Newcastle United. According to reports, they are preparing to table £14 million sterling for Conor Gallagher. That is the only bad news for Chelsea fans, if proven to be true. But remember, he's still under contract at Chelsea, so the onus lies on Chelsea to either sanction the move if the deal comes or not. Okay, moving on. Kwesi also say, Manucho, Jordan with Crystal Palace is no different than playing for Ghana. He is not good as a striker. Thomas Nanabuachi from Chronom Bremen says, I'm watching the show live from Worcester. And he said Benzema deserves Ballon d'Or, one of the most underrated players in Europe. I don't think he deserves it, but Benzema didn't watch Europe this season. He hasn't won. He didn't win the Champions League. He didn't win the Euros, and he only won the Nations League. Yeah. I think they will give it to Jorginho. I think so. Jorginho.
No, but I think Benzema has put himself in contention.
Of course, there are shortlisted players. Yeah, but for the most part, it comes down to laurels. If they see Jorginho winning the Champions League, winning the Euros.
Oh, I've been a firm believer of that, but people, I've had debates with people in studios. They convince me that Ballon d'Or, so sometimes they look at the individual. That's why Ronaldo Muna did
individual in the team.
Yeah, winning, but they end up winning it. On Messi, sometimes people feel that my team no effort in answer than by ye. Then they'll tell you that. But I am
for the most part, those years were years that the national team.
Kalusha. Oh, can story, no can mama be can be. We are not saying they could discuss it. My better answer that. Also, I don't know where else can I don't know about how discussion. What kind of message? What's I try to discussion. I'm better trying. I don't know where you call me and Uncle Obama. So come we are not you know. What there you know what's started the discussion. So I'm better trying. Let me talk. Let me talk to Mama Soriko. better my ID in a mission away. I don't come many talk about that. All things all kinds, you know. Can we now all take it down? But we are no side the discussion. We are not saying Kalusa, what am I coming? I don't know. We are discussion. We are your story. Oh, can you do our side to discussion? None of them try.
My real message is no na mama o kwan mo ankasa.
I be say message in the comment message what say chat to time so because the time so ko. Obi you say Kalusa na time corner. No say my
interactive program. So make a message now Belma I will let you talk. Make a message na Manuchu aka asem. And I make a obisi Ballon d'Or ofu say Benzema deserve. And I Manuchu kire na just say he sat on shoes so people can say and I make a still we are there say
I don't know.
Do you enjoy now trying to be unnecessarily controversial?
Not unnecessarily controversial.
Let me finish.
Analysis.
It will be the message about. Haven't you commented on people's messages?
I understand you perfectly.
I mean, messages. We are all wasting time. Here we are not at us. The Benzema deserves Ballon d'Or. One of the most underrated players in Europe. Mamiaba says Jordan doesn't add any value to Black Stars team, so why the call-up? Same as his brother. Milo has to get players who play regular football to get him results and for us to believe in the team again. Thomas Nanabuachi says between Ramsey and Chamberlain, I'll go for Ramsey on any given day. So he seems to agree with Manucho that. Lawson Jr. says Opo Nkunku will be a good fit for Chelsea at the wing back. Let's hope so. Lawson Jr. says that Chelsea wants to sell Kante. Oh no, it is not true. I haven't read anywhere where Chelsea wants to sell Kante. I'm on for Newcastle to take over Bayern. No more list of players, star-studded team they want to buy. But Chelsea hasn't made any attempt to sell Kante. Lawson says Ballon d'Or is between Jorginho and Messi. See, somebody also has different ideologies and, of course, Kalusha Mpacho Twaso.
That's it. I'm starting with Chibo Kotwa. Nayana Okase, UEFA is only meant for money. No, all kind article and small patches here. And as far as they moved teams in the under strength team, the boy and battle or some Koka say. Say no more introduce you into the game, no, like UEFA Nations Cup, and no more players, no necessary, more break. Now with time, maybe crown now a World Cup in 2 years, European Union in 2 years. No, that's quite quality players no private do no prepare until UEFA and the almost no more players in your respite and also in your home, to find and see a kind until Opa say. UEFA for no you so more normally a musica or free somewhere I understand them because obetu about COVID time players now more break but see no share because the normal boss in this season crown call you know ball league and check and almost sign every group here for the league proper and see boy almost sign World Cup. You see World Cup no cry to bob 3 matches and so I'm to me assign back to on various clubs various clubs so temu on league no more ball caps say players no more use too much we are not going to enjoy the quality players never mediocre players no more because most of the quality players no more paper and na me dream I feel back to Ghana Black Star against Zimbabwe no if you say Ghana after the first goal Ghana for share could share first goal no Ghana for you know free as later this summer you for now Zimbabwe for no na omo be confidence but now as a common take in the first half but they couldn't do it second half coaching my pep talks when they came up no they were able to do the draw to equalize here but after the equalizer no between who say right now there's been a difference between this Ghana team no as compared to when Siki Akona was there because you could see there was some parting of the game the likes of the Kodos the likes of Suleiman Kamadini Suleiman and even Richard Kokuche type of Jordan film man buyer no now because a tough customer for Zimbabwe defenders now they were even finding it difficult to handle him until they don't cause problems and my party to the second goal or to me the the national team the quality cross as well. Baba Rahman from the left, the day you so had their money at 3-1. But equally, this time not say football. No, if you have the names and your players, could not use the name and normal experience on the turf now. Most of the clubs now, that's most of the teams now more African, more players, almost say they are not afraid about any person. Be I say, on also Nigeria, on also Ghana, on also Cote d'Ivoire, on also Algeria, on also Egypt, and now Morocco and the likes of Tunisia. When they meet you, almost person a green light, no musu do kwabo chiabano, no mukoko game. Coaching some substitution for me is good. A bit mama players need be other confidence. Now I never quite all kaya me actually me really or say Joel Famille because of issue being seen or 23 no one form man can be that is also one of the players be a Orenberger Russia mother see you came be is doing a fantastic or Bobo Hopa or she goes nanka so nya bi bara no selection or the about say second game obetmenya kwanya no abebo bi na o de amade Sudan national team it's a Sudan national team o hwe na say Jordan nya dia o hwe na say other players ni nya dia bench no bench no na other players no so etumi nya opportunity no mo tumi di abobo game ni bi na me other issue American France versus Spain. The match was a fantastic match. First half of the day, you could both teams in no more as almost show now team started on the second half. Both sides in Nafi Obi any abrese omi to Ashigwa in the 64th minute. Branty Freno Mikel Ozaba. Ozaba, yeah, Onya Bola, yeah, Ozaba, yeah, Onya Bola to me share. But then, what may I say? This tournament, French phone yet no mabia, no HSA right now, no almost saying for more year now. 2018, I'm off with say that squad no because you World Cup and come to me, but I will say 2020, you don't know. But this Nations Cup, as I'm on that spirited performance, look at the goal, Karim Benzema here. Because we share goal in the 64 minutes, 66 minutes, and Karim Benzema to me, share that goal. Was one of the best goal of the tournament. But my for Kasa, I mean, the connoisseurs of the game are talking about Karim Mbappe goal. Now. Say by the time the ball was played, now it was in offside position. But as one can say, it touches the French. No game, no, make a go no. Go to me, go no. And also, Osasama also share no. It was touching Garcia and said before and said Cotonin. Luis Garcia. The Garcia, Louis Garcia. Talking about defender. Manchester Eric or defender Garcia or Man City. Barcelona is here. Yeah, Man City player no cover Barcelona. Garcia touching. By the time I oriented touching in the man, a play we got Mbappe on out to me foot up now to me a ball one the share goal. But then after the goal, I mean Spain did what they could. Jeremy some great chance be oh boy Emma Hugo Lloris and that's so no chance. I mean, given opportunity, and that's why he's the captain of the side. Or to make some saves via to me what the course of French national team, which has and the hands to be save or that Bobby. But I said, Louis Enrique at the normal Spain national team, no with time, no efficient team no fade out the likes of Xavi, Mumone, Iniesta, move fade out Nanka, in that the quality of the players on between one. But right now, a guy in Gavi and Sarabia, and name Michael Oyazabamo, Moina Basqua Dinamo, almost so showcase, almost say talent, say, and the equal first record. Just even look at Chelsea, Marco Alonso. this tournament, you know, the lateral defenders, I'm ball wing back now. He was fantastic, both a game against Italy and then the games against even France. You know, they were even finding it difficult to handle the guy. I mean, a guy, you know, who are mature now. You know, wing back, no so I'm born coach the man with a few row money to me born deep. To me, no or game deep. We sure a game, you know, a game show a class of say 2 teams are. What they are doing. Once again, Poba, when there's a kappa, you could see a different Poba, most especially in French national team. We share the performance, going even deep into the defense, or blocking ahead the ball. Poba, we know call Manchester. This kind of Poba, no call Manchester. You will never see that kind of Poba on the Nanaima. But that day, interceptions, you know, you know, say when the going get stuff, you can always get Poba to I mean help your team out. Also the man on Bono, Sergio Busquets was fantastic. That's why I don't know, I wasn't surprised there. He was the man of the match.
Yeah, Busquets was phenomenal.
He gave the up and coming young guys, you know, the opportunity to say you can also do it. I mean, it's not a sprint sport crowd. When that Simon, or making some seats, but then the anticipation against Kpemka go no doesn't show say quality, because they all see a German step up. Criminal went to me and answer now. When I say when you see pa benchy David De Gea there, you have to do extra more. But then coach Eric see some confidence in him. Say it's right now on that will be the best hands in terms of spin. Matching made a bit up to his expectation for some time now. I share 3 matches. A fantastic match. One in Liverpool and Man City. Second one was France against Belgium, and the third one was Spain against France. Nina, there's 3 matches. You know, actually said when the players get good quality players now, they'll be able to do the needful in terms of showing their talents on the field of play. Finally, make Newcastle for take over and those kind of stuff. Maybe say Sky idea, I should say Sky idea by Yampa, because you could see say PSG for almost there 2011 from is it from Qatar and for Man City for 2008, and also from almost Abu Dhabi, and I say Dhabi, and see. 2 teams 2008 and 2011. Oh, sure, more purchases in normal my year. I need the trophy so many. Now somebody coming to take over a team with $230 billion dollars or pounds. Let's just say they also ready. I mean, the Prince of Saudi Arabia. But I say no money. They'll be doing the everything for them. But when it comes to the financial unit, they'll be putting up the money to help the cause of the team. No? Oh, sure. Player, I'm targeting one. Many Japan Kono Garagano, because Kono Garaga, the performance when he was
because we are anti-Chelsea.
No, anti-Chelsea, because the team that is playing for no, they don't see the quality, because maybe I saw it say time the guy was playing for West Bromwich Albion before they went to the relegation. You could see
the team doesn't see. How don't they see? Say the player
me say player no who showcase prominence. Say time of call West Bromwich Albion. He was the
pinnacle of the team,
the brightest spot of the team. And when a player so no one call loan, not so bad, you don't send him to loan again. At least just give him some playing time to also get to know the team. But right now, when I was watching the game with you, when he was in Newcastle, when was that match, man?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Now, I mean, it was just phenomenal. I can't say, I didn't play with you, and he said,
no, but my point is, I agree with you, because Obakaya, all call loan. Manager one guy some catch us players no more, but the best survive. Me feel say second Golaga coach in money stay. But let's also give the coach credit. Say, man course is here. and wabeye brighter, better than even because Chelsea see Kalusha he wow player Jorginho. Jorginho because your man more ahead of Kovac now above midfield of Jorginho, Kovacic. What I say? Golo Kante. And a Messi Mount when you are there.
What my mom about 45.
But Onyinisa, he's becoming a better player. Number one player on the team sheet of Crystal Palace. Full season.
He was even better in West Bromwich.
He's.
West Bromwich Albion, you couldn't watch any.
Me see Premier League.
Me say what be a West Bromwich Albion.
Me see Premier League game.
West Bromwich Albion.
There were some games he was even on the bench. West Bromwich
is some Allardyce a problem.
Yeah.
But any match be some Allardyce man opportunity say on
I watched him.
Was able to prove himself. He was a better spot in the field of West Bromwich.
But he's become better now than even at West
Bromwich. He was better when he was in West Bromwich.
Let
me say so by your mind. And to me,
Crystal Palace is doing better now.
Or Sally and that loan. This time around, we could have even sent him away.
Elliot,
again.
Masa,
Meka Gallagher, Asana Meka. It's what I'm anticipating is if Nkofone be able to spot a good player, you could go for that player. Elliot, and almost almost saying
Elliot,
they should go for
Elliot,
Conor Gallagher, and almost I table down 4 players from Manchester United. Antonio Marcia, Igbaye, who else?
Jesse
Lingard, and one player be Refinity. I mean, these are players I'm Manchester United. But then, to that kind of quality players now, almost we become almost short term, it's very, very fantastic. Short term, say they want to be in the top for me, and a long term, they say in the 5 years, they have to control the league, of which they can do it because Man City. I'm here who say Sky Adi, PSG, assuming who says Sky Adi. If in Manchester, during the Glazers, mobile and Quran, so now already no moving, but also quite to me.
I don't know how dear.
What's it? I said they no take off a beyond Shadan by Sky.
Take off John Dormaahene Neto team, no, or the club by no man is kind of Momoji. Sadio Mane, and you're never cut a billions are okay, a million. Oh, Manager, analysis, I can't show you. No, I can't billions. I mean, by the Glazer, no, Manchester send no more victory chain.
Let me say almost victory, but Glazer am buying between your Champions League. Glazer am time on being a chance.
No more Baku,
like European way.
1999, by 2009, I'm about to be winning.
30 years in now in your league that John Fenway are better. Fenway,
what do you say?
Liverpool,
do a $1 billion simple.
Na say 1 billion. Na say ento team bia $1 billion for Europe.
O this discover take over.
No, Newcastle dey on 300 million pounds.
Let me say, no buy
Chelsea e turn no say 2 something.
Yeah, kind of worth. The worth which 230 billion
320.
320 na make no.
Say no dey na sika o anyi team ni sika.
Buy Abu Dhabi for no na quarter investment me almost
Gabriel Henry o sika.
Me say.
Yeah. O sika no na yi na dia. Some one team here why he say the Red Sox was one.
I'm sorry, Red Sox no. Yeah, billions of a you.
Boston Red Sox.
Masa now John W. and Rose.
Oscar you over to you. Over quarter investment bank
to Asia.
But every investment is investment. Because so kaya Liverpool that time na players no Moses on loan. Victor Moses money ading na. Near the chem on loan. Yen pen surplus. Na mo abesisa. Oba na mo munya ska to 75 million pound Van Dijk. Mukoto man na mutoto na club associate team to ka kanina.
The better. Enya no be investment. Sa ska na which 300 do the ama maclash mo say onje no fan.
Oh yes, that is the takeover money.
But me can ska we che no me recruitment na yeka. And a man a panel worth and the other akoton.
Don't come in you but me teams no Chelsea, Man City actually nam se for Liverpool ka ho.
Nam se Liverpool scan last time crowd there 10 crowd be gum let 10 crowd no. Na Galaxy crowd come Liverpool can be.
No in terms of a turnover but in terms of ownership sika na oka.
Ownership sika na between Abama sika abem.
Na say sika.
First time I buy no first time buy na Liverpool.
Personal wealth they said this.
Personal wealth. So ka ne sadia and Newcastle community because o mom turnover unze per financial fair play rules no. say team no sika unya and I'll spend it. You can go beyond say oh now scanty. But by COVID ne buy no. No mu jai gum say 2 years. Enti say wo kan sa dia and then can Newcastle papa na to awie no on be turnover team no war for last year sika omunya from sponsors near their budget amount.
Yeah, but
what I say, make her say. Man City for year, because some no, they say they say a job, they say 2 years. 2 years, second year, no more year. It's all about Bishim. In the end, why is that? More time, Abramovich by no financial fair play in the hole. Now, I'm return the name, not to toward the OPB. And not to my boy, but almost no biom now. Say. Ometumi atoto to place in bikakra aguma sana no ometumi yi if say it's good
Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United leading the clubs to a meeting, an emergency meeting almost say in fact the tradition and the rules in England they say take over a bar, all the teams are informed. They are updated as to how the process is going by the minute, but almost started so more years I we know and piracy issue be by between Bein Sports and the English Premier League, which Bein Sports is yes uncle for Munadia. Into omo kasa omo and until take over. Omo bogu because omo pirate Premier League. Into for them to be able to buy Newcastle, they have to settle that piracy issue. No, into omo settle that piracy issue. No, every into SSN can along the way. No omo update all the other 19 teams. Omo cash English Premier League will say English one board no omo dey go motomi omo cash na omo man go go ahead no omo completed didn't teams no ha na announce say Newcastle take over so they called an emergency meeting omo so omo ntiase so now they are fighting
omo fight we could say
it's a good way no am background that
say some my background Liverpool take over, Chelsea take over, United Crystal Palace, and Governor Leicester City. Like that's how the process goes.
No. That means it's
you say
because
maybe who say
already no.
I'm saying Man City, Chelsea leading. I'm saying almost will be Oscar Chamo. I mean,
just at the beginning, I'm say Paris into my area. Now that no money. And don't be Paris.
No, said the deal. On the deal, no more cancel no off. That was about 2 years ago. Satana Benny test crown oho. And uncle mo to na English.
And no Bagbin and no Babeto.
Debi we mo. Sa uncle for we mo. We mo, yeah. Saudi no mo bogu na another issue I'm raising is say on some way in a front Saudi public fund.
Yeah.
Nti omo say I say state state own another clause omo di shame in the signing they say the state no will not have anything to do with the running of the club. Nina close to say Berman San Mato. But the club say Yomoya, Yana Yomoya, Mom say Escavobi ba. Omo own clubs we are seeing woman Wiskapa. The closest crisis cano, Omo de 20 billion that's no cry a Chan Abramovich there.
Are you from the class? Some day 21.
Manchester City. No PSG. Yeah. Gofono Wiskapa 320 billion pounds. Chelsea owners they say I'm Abramovich sika ba form
10 point something
14.2 say yeah
will lose a lot of money.
Abramovich sika ba form because first crime no me calculate no 21 point something.
I put it out before so offer Chelsea me sika some say but the club has gone up but no personal way in there.
Yeah, so I add value or ton obenya more money
but the personal way in there sika some ko form.
Almost on enya football no say ono ni yeah ono ni Nigeria no so na almost na adwuma bia na e man is capan so em say Ayariga no nti omunya. I think that might have contributed. But nonetheless, Anano Okoto the richest yacht in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
That's it. You know, Chelsea, he play toys. He plays with them. I mean, just a play.
Of all the organizations in the competition, Chelsea is the smallest.
Yeah.
He's still rich in Tiaja. Yeah, Tiana kind of get to have been a Kalusha, the 1 billion between the Nimanko, Obekulabs,
$1 million.
Pounds, £1 billion pounds.
It's okay to turn my head. I need only 1 million.
And you're 1 billion.
I come and down was I say so.
Billion.
Last time minus 30 years. I haven't pressure you. Okay.
Okay. Manucho Magandi. Eddie, I don't know. You move on straight now. You share other issues. Asa. Let me test it, Frank. Okay, you share other issues. Kalu we but you on the major man is
it just so because
I was going to come on you. I said
so can story now you don't finish the story now say
any manu chonko
one misana nka
one mami sana on the comment Ballon d'Or ne say nka husu betimi abem we share blue
contribution
na dey room wo man si we share man city atade a na we
also the
boy born na boni you could be
na so do the back
oh I watch it na born
so na senka de ba okay
mbas na wo keka ya wi a
man kasa to bo me simi wi an ma ba so ba sa wo bibi dia betimi dey room say no dey ye educative show te say mami abase na dey yi bre ma hu say boss Spanish defender no also say why a microscopic
with names
analysis who said the touch ergasia now you bre now to on vama
that's all say mention mbasi na obeba me so na mba me so afie ko kan so
information what I say to da na manucho kasa kra utimi rem kasa we mami fa we rem na dey rem send the information I'll pass it through no ho jantoko no okay you move on na yan share other issues hey Kalusha mami mi so asem we obetimi ahwenyame anim pa na wa wo ba
yes oh no okay I'm sorry samante I thought we say manager man be so asem na me
say Kalusha
okay mante sorry
obetimi ahwenyame anim pa na wa wo baba wada no so
we mental disorder na we na mental disorder we na ya bodam wen ye no mo di
so asem ye menya ma stories no so me bizo asem na media say that my sponsors near behwe but the question is Kalusha wo baba Oba no a boy on.
Mini baba.
Oh a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Eti ebetumi asi. Wo hwe ho a say wa baba pa obetumi ada so afena no say bi na na ye de ono girl ana ono mpena ye.
Mini baba, me na metumi witness.
Oh in a scenario na me bisa.
Me say scenario no me obi wo na nka Kalusha o baba yi obetumi ahwe no so. Me ni bi.
Oh, why you ni bam?
Me ni bi. Enti
we na so ni bi say na say ne enye di so bisa say obetumi ai say wo baba obetumi ai say.
I'm say me ni bi ni si be na betumi akam say me nkoye. That's the bottom line. Me ni bi. Enti say question obisa me a I don't have any answer.
Na say any issues be very discuss we are not in that position but we are able to opine.
I understand you but say me wo na me wo baba o Kalusha baba ya wo hoyi. Obetumi ahwe nim na wada ne so. No matter I can say yes or no. Me ni baba ni bi. It's a question will be me.
Not just say you are not sure.
When I'm saying, oh, mama, no, so be some that question. But I mean, this question, when you answer me, I don't have any answer for you.
Not just when you're sure.
And I'm just saying, this question, let me yes, I'm not sure. Don't put any.
You don't have any answer on me.
Don't put any in my mouth. The question is, Kalusha, oh, Baba,
question we are about down on morality straight up.
Kalusha, oh, Baba, oh, Baba, wait me ahwe so no ada so ma ka say yes the bia na ani but me so me baba and this question you don't have to direct
this baba dia untimi
answer bia me jam de be ma
yeah that's the Manujo yeah oh baba
I have a beautiful daughter
obetimi ahwe nyame no me ni baba but I can answer you straight forward if you want to be controversial fine if you don't want to have a stance
for me a mental disorder your own daughter I mean forget biblically crampo there na way, but morally common sense.
Yeah.
Wow, you see, there are lots.
Common sense.
There are a lot to be followed. So why follow one? There are more than 3 billion women in this world. So why follow one and make yourself dirty? It's stupidity. Why would baba? Why wouldn't you? I mean, sometimes you see, these are what I call mental disorder, not in a move following. Say, nyanseni, but we be no bema they are made their bet. Why would ba? You want blood? I mean, what is there? You see, I have very beautiful sisters. I mean, my sisters. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not in a video call.
Oh, I
don't mean who in the picture.
Oh yes,
my
sister.
You all be never found a cousin.
Oh, on way rope. I mean, I'm watching in time. Watching 11 years ago. My sister just about 30 years. Until man and Chachepa.
So channel.
Yeah. When they were
20.
Oh yeah, they were in university together.
And so
in Kaiba, minimum 10 years. I've known the guy around from like 2010. I mean,
my sister is 30.
Oh yeah, 30.
Tonight is a 20.
Oh yeah. Because my sister.
Oh, and the manager is OG scam.
Oh, a gold standard. My mini and the Miss Ghana level. Oh,
10 years.
Of course.
Of using Joby car tries our own lines to say.
Of course, I share the most important thing. I say, Amudiomo. I am when Diminiano. Amudiomo to me. I don't have.
Yeah. For you,
I'm too smart.
For you are.
No, Crentina. Oh, so for me, it's a mental health issue. No matter how much you try to rationalize.
Okay, yeah, but issue.
So the buy name. I mean, I can't anyway. Then can sleep with your mom. You can stupidly sleep with your mom too.
Okay, yeah, that's that. Can see a major require friend say a year. Vernon Women's Health Services. Dr. Kwame Amponsa down on Pacho. So your banner up a primary health physician. You're gonna need or 2 Chromecast so bit me a boa show. Ama wapum DNC. Debia, you can't doctor Wasama. He's not just a doctor, but one of the few brilliant doctors in America crudium ha. Ebanu say Uyoba na ope doctor or gynecologist or obstetrician na or science surgeon. Debia me can say unya doctor or yet all in one sada. Hard to come by. Dr. Kwame Aponsa Sanchere, Dr. for Moyo School, Baffled Ade, Krumha, Tiwunim de, Wabing, or see hormone disorders, Fabra, STIs, fertility issues, childbirth, menstruation, Onyima, Obeshwa, Jiwawo, obstetrics, problem bia oba uwo from head to toe, and no kusian. Why doctor over how many years? Actually, Kroma 2005 or start or 10 years or Ghana. And about Kroma 2005. So we about 2000. Not just we're practicing over 16 years plus 10. 36. 26. Not just we're practicing medicine for over 26 good years. Or in few do Ghana. And Sana Obaha 2005. Obey in the residency as you say. Mo or no what me any license or one residency we be in the clinic or Venom Medical Center building nimu suite number 312 Uduwa now or here Dr. Kwame Amponsa etayechi now say yemfa jumedi mre Ghanaian community nti ya now the asidama no freno na ekuku hunu uwo baba udo mamia baha Ghana for man nyina mon switch mo doctors enko Ghana nia onim ye jeans onim ye didie nim ya brabo onim ne yentebia obetimi ahwe ye 508 4592706 508-459-2706 yemfa seda kese ema Rashida Financial Services abusua dabia ye kanse insurance money here nano na me ne eye menu aba Rashida kasawase Ghana ni be $50 $100 a month edia insurance no dey secure in the long term future no on penisa opeso odi ni sisia no bobo sika no gu na ba wanya bia ye hwe unim ni betumi asi broni say ye obibi e friend say unforeseen ade ayehu the next minute the next second the next hour ye ti studio ha ye nim ni besi eno nti ena ya na ye kanfoma ye nuanom Ghana for say ye ma insurance enya ade a ehia ye yie pa ene paniwu akwadawu umpese wachi ebe say after you are gone now yire no ma aye mobo to the extent say community no unlend helping handa na womu edakom enu nti na ye kanfo Rashida Financial Services edi amount or ye obi a ye nim no na ye ginidi maka minu abai woni internal revenue service aye juma ache tama ye wo rock fm ni nyina wa ye IRS juma ache nti sika sem ntoto ani ade wa bi wom frɛ yenu aba Rashida na gitem osi owo universal life insurance policy eno no etise 41k utimi bomu besia sa ho kire ba emfon se o benefit amount ni $200,000 na BBAC na uhia 100,000 utumi je enti unya scanner na de beto baka ombejinti sa at the end of the day se bia wuni ho a o beneficiary no are supposed to send ke be man 200 no na ya man 100 na just wo waji mu 100 and no your friend say it is a life insurance it is 41k nti your different policies now what is more ni say Rashida any company ba ko pe na ye adwuma ho na waka say oh me ni ebia AIG na ye adwuma nti policy a AIG di be ma me no eno ano no da bi or Athene or Accordia Life or Maral of Omama or Prosperity Life Group or Jeba or American or American Life and our AIG and our insurance company ba ko no America and our FG and our Foresters Financial or John Hancock or Global Atlantic or National Life Group and our CVS for insurance and ITINA insurance companies in the doors and tuba or run policy through all these big insurance companies na wayi the best policy possible at the amount umpewe now per den and managers on AIG Manchester you almost sponsor Manchester American Insurance Group.
Yes.
Yeah, Rashida.
They used to, right?
They are still AIG in Obium.
Team voice, so I want team viewer. Team viewer.
Yeah. And see,
yeah.
But AIG, I think is still there. It's somewhere on there. Yeah, show me new Jason Mammy. Say, as a bo, I bet you baby as a bo baby.
Oh, okay.
Say,
they were the main.
No, main shirt sponsor, but it's so Sikane sana. Almost sponsor, almost anyway.
Because some coffee, no buy some so coffee.
Sika some coffee, now mass some coffee.
Exactly. Now, baby, chia.
Now they baby and now penny chia.
Baby, bray. You are paying a lot of women, don't pay. And they were careful. And they messy cratch.
Also, by the Chianam said, or baby and our penny.
I said, what master more? I said, back could be there, but we about 5-6 girls who wuntia. And they were near them. Hey, Manucho. Be fun, come back.
El Manucho.
Oh, yeah, bon, come on. I was
781-354-3060. 781-354-3060. 781-354-3060. Fred. Rashida Financial Services. Or see what to fear. At the SSO mortgage protection. Yeah, you move be insurance now you triano ye kase ye dia utia for the bank. In case you want to mean tria dine car na ye bank for hunchiromu no musika nkokem. Inti sa insurance ni your dia pewa personal insurance. Bibi to ailment bibi ni ebi abosumi sia untumi nkwa adwuma yare bia bo bibia ombetua mortgage no the amount nti eno your friend mortgage protection insurance and a college planning kwadano sisi omo dache fama omo obetua sika be $50 a month obedru the age of 18 na oko college no 16 17 oko college no na sika na ekese nya afi na mame papa oraja kobo triple double 2.5 jobs to make ends meet to make more money for oba to go to college Rashida Financial Sefreno na obechere ni nyina mu ebi ho a is as low as $20 $30 $40 $50 na oba no benya dachi kese 781-354-3060 781-354-3060 na any Rashida Financial Services enkasa na ono nsuntumi embo Danko African Market and Wholesale enso boy nchidom se upe edru abema blood pressure so atia ko Danko ho also pe kankaleba ho leaves bi or the kanhoma me masa fantastic konom na eji original and organic honey from Guinea war papa the whole Africa baby war correct Guinea and Ghana nti uba ho a ni na Ghana de ngwaze unya bimpo enua nyina twitwa ni nyina sidan manu your forest aka nyina so the 2 galamsey
very high
forest reserves nyina so the 2 galamsey eti bra Danko African Market 785 Main Street na yenhwe na bibia nso entumi enkoso emfa ema omu nyina daroma ena omu etaye chia ene yede dwumadi ede bro manu yenhwe asemfren
yes
issues no kalu yenhwe asemfren yenhwe gay 7 free on afi mo mehwe Akufo-Addo granted PSR levies for 2 months any NDC Dawood issue and I started with those issues and maybe we will give in.
I think the gay is prevalent, so maybe we can do the peripherals there.
Okay, and then let's start off with Nanado Diano. Akufo-Addo grants approval for levies. Akufo-Addo grants approval to 0 PSR levies on fuel for 2 months. And the news read, President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has granted approval to 0 the price stabilization and recovery levies on petrol, diesel, and LPG for a period of 2 months. Now, the approval follows the advice of the National Petroleum Authority (NPA) to the Minister of Energy to seek government intervention to mitigate the impact of rising prices of petroleum products on the world market on consumers. Prices of crude oil and refined petroleum products have seen sharp increase on the world market due to a rise in demand for oil globally without a corresponding increase in supply, particularly from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and its allies. In a statement published by the NPA, they explained that, and I quote, because of the pricing of petroleum products in Ghana, because the pricing of petroleum products in Ghana is deregulated, changes in prices of petroleum products on the world market have a direct impact on prices at the pumps. The outlook of prices on the global market shows an upward trend, and therefore there was the need to seek government intervention to lower the levies to cushion consumers from feeling the full impact of these rising prices. End of quote. Now, they explain that the purpose of the price stabilization and recovery levy is to stabilize prices for consumers and pay for the subsidies on premix fuel and residual fuel oil, RFO. At this time, it is important that the PSRL, which is currently 16 pesos per liter on petrol, 14 pesos per liter on diesel, and 14 pesos per kilogram on LPG, are zero to cushion consumers, the statement said. Okay, sir, energy minister Napo Bekan, but why for only 2 months?
Yeah, maybe because it's needed. We won't say almost a price stabilization levy, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not subsidizing maybe premix in there, so that at least the people in the lower brackets will find some respite all the time. I think it's a bit risky, but it's calls for it now. The CTFM year survey be from 1st June,
yeah,
till 15th October. I mean, the price hiking is very, very high. From 6.29 to
very high. Enra, na make for the first time me call program it to fuel. Unim say me heti $70.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause once me na me catch calculation and say me to regular we call me to plus.
Yes.
Sometimes I buy premium, but between premium and
yeah, put the price differentials numbers here appreciate. Not 750. What of 50?
55? No, call 50. 55 thereof.
Yeah, and I
but you see, Enra, almost $70.
Yeah,
So never say $70, 69.
Yeah.
69.90.
Yeah, I get you. A lot goes into it, but yeah, just averagely. I mean, that's
what 69.90. Yeah, let me call between 50 55.
Yeah, more and all this, but let's say all other things been quite still on the high side.
Yeah,
to put the world price in that direction, but for whichever case, it's really a border. Say Ghana within a space of less than 3-4 months, there's a change of almost 50 pesos. I mean, and this is per liter and also per gallon. The price per liter of fuel in Ghana, because there's 6 points into what they times 4 now, then a gallon of fuel is times 4.5. Until we are talking about maybe 27 cedis per gallon now. Until this per liter, so per liter, the price differential is almost 40 pesos to 50 pesos within from June to October. Yeah, then there is a bit of a problem, especially against the backdrop that most of the things in Ghana, fuel is the engine of growth in Ghana. Unfortunately, we've not really taken a lot of cue or made a lot of inroads or efforts into other alternative sources of fuel, like hydro, solar, nuclear, and find more Ghana months. You rely on more on liquefied crude oil to do some of these things. So it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough because inadvertently, the pressure now goes onto the final consumer, because you want to say the rippling effect will be there. Others like transportation of food and goods, human beings and services, will be affected with some of these things. So it's a bit of good news. So we can say, now 40 pesos, 14 pesos, any 10 pesos now there, and can share that. But we share replay now. It's a lot. Ghana is going to really have a shortfall of within the 2 months in the budget. Maybe millions of dollars might even be to know the fact that everything you see, but it's good that the government has taken some of these levies off, because at the end of the day, that is what is needed. Maybe for the first time, the political choice now then has been on the downside. I think a lot of government, maybe I make say things like fuel, any inflation now then you find your politics, because you have very little control over. But because in Penifone, say an easier way of getting into the minds of people, they also suspecting and Ghanaians, hypocritical Ghanaians, to make some of these points available. Because I remember so well, about 2016, fuel was high on the cards. You were forgetting that Ghana and crude oil, but you've not signed beautiful contracts to be because we call a place like Saudi Arabia now they to fuel. It doesn't. It looks like it's a bit cheaper there. Even Venezuela now, but here the end there, you too oil all right. But any small change in the world market affects us invariably in all facets of our life. So for me, it looks a bit more dangerous, but the good thing is that the government has taken some levies off, so that it's a bit.
The government is being sensitive to the plight of the ordinary guy.
I mean,
but now, my question is 2 months, no, and now maybe it could be extended after, say, be a world market, because they are, maybe the anticipation is the world market price might drop again. Not just the levies come back, but say in case it stabilizes world market price, maybe they might extend it again. But for the start, 2 months.
Yes,
I think it's a good step.
You can also we just spaces are conspiracy theories and will form all their opinions and coming. But I think the first 2 months is okay. We should worry about the immediate so that it doesn't affect. So almost within like 4 months, 40 to 50 pesos. I bet that's what transferred by the number of gallons, and it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Into we are saying that nobody knows that within 2 months, then you might look at other alternative means whether to continue, because if you want, it's affecting other areas too. Just like IPP, where our power producers now they're chair within that time before the elections, Kojo Ponkroma came. Honorable Kojo Ponkroma came to say that what they to you is free, but for the provider, no, it's not free. Until the government has to take all the shocks, and that's what is going to happen again.
But with the levy, that's no holding
levy is all the other things, a price stabilization levy, or the other things too. And yeah, the OJD
but say the government, it beholds on the government to also sometimes take relief of the people. No,
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that for 2 months in a day, he's trying to absorb the shock. So the point is that after 2 months, he might even be forced to bring it back, because
no, sir, for now, no, there's sanity. 2 months, no, there's you.
Exactly what I'm saying. Say 2 months, it's okay, because it's also going to affect. And yes, sir, if you want, say maybe I don't know whether you are, how you are not getting.
No, I understand
what I'm
your
saying
point.
Is that as much as possible, it's not that it's the taxes are there doing nothing. The taxes are serving a purpose. At least it's helping to alleviate some premix in the idea. See, I know government in I know then so I say we reserve granted. For me, the 2 months is okay. After 2 months, that's say then
they can decide to extend, or
if even it's brought back, I don't think that it's a bad thing. But for the immediate in the let's try to absorb it. Then you say from within 2-3 months and you go back to reality. But the good news is that we shouldn't do politics with this, and it should be a lesson to the government even in power. We've done a lot of politics with fuel and dollar rates in the idea, which for me was a bad call. But this time around, let's see that world price in the course, at least everything else, the regularization means that the formula is there. Into world price, the government can only touch some of these things, and I think that's what they can do, touch their taxes, and which is for me it's a good thing to do.
Which for me it's a good thing to do. My encha Eresi Bona, Eresi Bona, a race fashion. Era is watching us, and of course event organizer in Worcester, big time. Eresi Bona, special good afternoon to you. Stephen K. Anoche. Who is Stephen K. Anoche? Stephen K. Anoche.
Maybe I've met him.
The Anoche doesn't tell you anything.
Anoche Chrome.
No, Stephen K. Anoche.
Anoche Trading.
Anoche Trading. See you. Anoche. He's not here. He's schooling.
Oh, okay.
It will surprise you. But I was saying, "My man, can't see here." Share. I did Anoche yo baby no. Oba. Worcester. Ebe Dani.
Ebe Butu.
Yeah. Or the reviver Kesiep. Eba Worcester. He's studying. He's doing his master somewhere. My answer here, Ibrahim Rahim, Frances, Lamisi, Punamani, Frances Yation Kanche, Yelisa Hoya. Kalu, Michael Dampton Susocha, Michael Ejoso, Yanko, Nanado, fuel levy, every for 2 months, because said the American world price is now cost petrol widen obi auto regular cry no feeling the car be at $30-20 obi who says he say auto cost bed between 30-40 auto regular cry depending on your car tank. That's why I made this car to so now auto 20 abon say beko bed 30-40 price is now cost
po reason
Kaluya be on mic no
reason no mo dey ma say we no say Ghana petroleum has always been deregulated. That was the reason for the zero approval to stabilize the price index. Because many times because of the deregulations, when it comes there, it have a direct impact on us. But I'm saying, for says if they have the Ghana Petroleum Agency fund or why they always have to be in constant with them for them to know, sir, because you are facing a lot of hardship. And out of that, what can you do to help Ghana? Because it is not the first time. I think in Dormaahene times also, something of that sort happened, where petroleum, world petroleum, it went up.
World market price.
But pricing went up, but they were trying to reduce the price of Ghanaian. So, minimum how much say if there's always we are seeing the coffee mum they are not gonna boy their boy thing. We are seeing the mum cost.
No, that is the meaning of the deregulation. First, no, na amu regulate yenye dear no. Enti no the amu regulating is say a buying person or tumu no ide. Na watum. Na ebi oha na amu ebi oha krabon say world market price na is stabilized. But na ye 2 year di enimu saa. Enti bon say world market di no kosora because ya 2 year di enimu nti na ye nyede ye nsan ntum. But say no deregulation no means omo yi hwan kra na be yi free was it after Akufo after Akufo na Akufo last second term.
Yeah.
And omo yes a deregulation is say there yenjai na NPA for no ne world market price no nko. Enti say ewiase bo no kosora na yenso ye de na ye den akosoro. Say bafuma, but the only sad thing which I will agree with is Ghana world market price dear kofom kra na ye tum ye di mo enkofom.
So that is the bottom line.
Yeah, Ghana nkwa ne baby a petrol ahase ya ye kasa ne bu akosori. Say bafoma na bafom. Ba Ghana nkwa de kosoro ba bafoma e mafom. Nti na mo use sa then the PSR price stabilization then.
So I mean I wanna mention here because Ghana, you see a tree petrol, but petrol require we don't use it over there because we have about 5%. That's on for about 95% normally because we cannot even you see what time oil refinery work. I don't know say they be able to even use say Kpemka some make quota. What say? Refined oil. So I don't know how they be able to do those kind of stuff. But then we should be I want to say because most of the they always take their fuel from the Gulf region. And at times, they can even talk to the Nigerians, our brothers from Nigeria. And then LPG gas, a pipeline I did because a subsidy because Africa African trader and Buama is subsidized. And she said, I didn't enter in talk near 12 will be when my swear. Now say I didn't call for man, come about my man and what home. Then you try to increase every time you have budget, you put some levies on your petroleum because only say honor as
to make them money
as a heartbeat of the economy because no say what they can too so you cannot even tell a market lady in Mokola say man in you cannot tell somebody a truck driver say man in two until eventually omokra man you kana okoto petrol na say at this way you can on so ba trotron we so de kakra so obi a be adjust no ma sound nti enu kwa no answer budget be ka say mfa we say ntu so kwa no ma de kai ayendada ewo small calculations be omo ye I don't know how they do it nti remember say after this stabilization so we be able to stabilize almost a year next move say the economy is growing and I say in the certain pace it's not about the 2 months that is necessary. What would be the long term strategy for us not to incur this kind of stuff because it is a repeated stuff. So at this we are repeating so when it reaches a elastic limiter, you cannot do anything again. Nafi, you'll be losing ideas. And so what would be the long term remedy for this kind of occurring everything every year piano it doesn't go well. And you remember say Opo we say a friend saying what guy the guy in energy minister no Napo before answer obey 2 months in Biduno they should come up with some strategies. This is a time the Ghanaians we need a strong strategy because I'm say for me I don't see say we have a short term, medium term or long term for our economy growth. You can't we see 2020 krana maybe 2020 we didn't see anything. And say afterwards say who be so the vision vision to me and to me I'm back what you have to go to the drawing board try to re-strategize and come over again. But for me I don't see that aspect in this in our economic dispensation. And what they have to do they say maybe afterwards it's a good. It's going to cushion them, but 2 months in the crown, I don't see the impact is going to be that much.
Okay.
Until they
so you want the long term?
I want the long term because Adebia Ghana every time I didn't be
Ghana petrol board in Krachen how?
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yeah, Ghana petrol board.
I say per liter, I say.
Men check it later. Maybe I would have to
maybe
check.
do $1.
I would have to check. Stephen also says price of fuel has also increased astronomically in Canada here. I used to fill my tank with $40. Now I have to put 58 to fill my tank. Yeah, just like I was saying. Then say, so now filling the 30 here, over between 40 to 50. Between 40, 48, 50.
But affordability becomes the question.
The question, yeah.
Say per hour rate, say fuel price in Ghana is the same as abroad. Per hour, say no Ghana, per hour, say no.
I'm not just saying, men can't tell Kalusha say muhunu ana mo penasem mu also tin nka che mu nyina obi antimi hwehwe ne da.
Oh, na ya me call the shop oh. Ya me call.
Going to the shop it's what hwehwe no.
Oh, of course, it's synonymous with the shop.
Ubiza na yire no.
By law. Oh yes, me am bisa no see oh.
Me wana yire number.
Oh, bisa no, bisa man.
This is verifiable.
Oh. Bisa say man chomba wana.
Oh,
you know I'm all over the place.
Me call.
Oh, so bisa na yire.
Me bisa na yire.
I can see some honesty in this man. Than this man.
It's not synonymous with the shop. So if I visited the shop, I haven't visited.
No. If you visit the shop,
the
purpose is to Hannah see you na anoche. No, who say you visited with the purpose of going to get your Kobe to go do your banku with Royal baby.
Last time now they say Boston, Akufo-Addo Maba. The time I come baby I talk on I say weche na me feel.
It was say Kalusha for being honest no obeche Kalusha there.
Why is he say I'm honest?
Okay, I'm just the next thing here Ayariga case na ya drop no. And I'm going to brief because me say it be better to us, right?
Yeah.
Now you measure
only prosecutor.
Yeah, special prosecutor.
Yeah.
I drop. Now this is the news. Special prosecutor drops charges against Mahama Ayariga. Now no the mafo.
Ayariga mafo. No.
Mahama Ayariga normally mafu be. Now the special prosecutor has dropped the charges against Mahama Ayariga, member of parliament for Boku Central, with Kenrick Akwesi mafu. Okay. A car rental dealer over allegedly using his public office for private benefits in the purchase of brand new and second-hand Toyota Land Cruiser vehicles. This was after the special prosecutor, Mr. Kisia Jabin, had entered a null prosecutor before an Accra High Court. He told the court that upon further scrutiny, the Republic deemed it unable to prove its case based on the available evidence on the standards of proof on criminal basis. That is, no proof a case beyond a reasonable doubt. The present case appears certain to suffer the same fate as case number FT 012-2019, the Republic versus Hajia Hawa Ninchima and 6 others, which was dismissed on 7 May 2021 on a submission of no case to answer. Mrs. Justice Efia Sewa Asaribuchi, the judge who presided after listening to the special prosecutor, duly discharged the MP and the car dealer.
Yeah, I think it was a running story. The former prosecutor.
This was started by
Alamisi Benz.
Alamisi
Benz. Kaiser.
Yeah.
Martin Alamisi Benz Kaiser. Amidu. Yes, I mean, say Ayariga koto kasi bia. There was one ambulance or painting home, and he was abusing the office. So he's been in court since May. Then he decided. It happened in 2019. But was May on court around 5th of May. See, when it is in continuum, special prosecutor's office is in continuum. At least we are entering into a case of null prosequi, meaning that we're willing to pursue the case. If you say there's not enough evidence to really continue in that regard. So I mean that is his job. We are expecting more. Say at least cases say no my MBN. This is what he's supposed to do. So I think it's more of a legal way than way. For me, it's a good sign. When I saw that, I was interested in the story because people have always felt that we always knew that this were little cases. I don't think he had a lot of merit personally, but others also felt this way. You new special prosecutor is going to the case.
Special prosecutor quickly. Yes. And some of the two on this case on Joy, on Money Joy for Kasa briefly in Tika Kpemka One fan building argument from there.
That was in the first one. Mention of no case to answer. It will be a complete waste of time if we were to open this case further and go to the length where it will only be dismissed on the submission of no case to answer. So having re-examined the docket, gone through it, we've taken this decision. So as it stands, there's no charge against Honorable Mahama Ayariga. There's no count against him.
Okay, if you could just briefly brief us on what really was the charges that was preferred against him.
Oh, there were lots. There were several counts. About 6 of them. There were 6 of them. Yeah.
Like mainly had to do with the tax evasion issues.
That was in the first one.
That was the first one.
That was in the first one. This had to do with
the purchase of.
This had to do mainly with using public office for private benefits. Most of the counts are similar like that. It runs along this line.
And Council, you are saying that after reviewing it, you think that it's not appropriate?
Not that I think. We have entered the nolle prosequi. That is to say, we've ended the case this morning. We've discontinued it. There's no charge against Honorable Mahama Ayariga's assistant.
Thank you.
Okay, Manu, so this is the confirmation from the special prosecutor.
Exactly. I mean,
also, I'm drag you cry as
it's a case of no case.
Yeah.
I mean, Ababi, simply put, Ababi, they'll be wasting time. I mean,
so why
did
Matanami do that and wasted the public funds? If
no, but he also felt, he also felt that that's the beauty of law. Honorable Jane said the man has something to answer. He has abused his office because Nyamo Yen say
nothing. Assembly Nina Subia, the Koya Nimo Ebese Sikana Yasako,
exactly. Waste of time and wait. Wow. So that's the beauty of the law. Okay. I mean,
so special prosecutor, is it working now for you?
This is not what I'm expecting, but it's good to clear the old baggage and let's move on.
Yeah, understand.
But there are a lot of issues to really look at.
Kalusha, special prosecutor, case number 1, Matanami Dudia against Mahama Ayariga, Honorable Mahama Ayariga. I'll say a case of no case. So,
good job. First case. Now, Manfufi said the Juan political witch hunting. What I say, but the first exoneration of
it's an
case
NDC,
an NDC MP, and of which charges on the man.
Say about 6 charges.
6 charges.
A weirdo, 6 charges. But special prosecutor, if you say when you know,
say they are all intertwined. They are all
yeah.
6 counts.
Words. They were using some words. Now I'm quite the same.
Using your office for private benefit. Then.
I mean, I say I don't know. Okokoto ambulance no demand the constituency.
Yeah, no. Didn't go home.
What's it?
I'm not sure. Private capacity, but it was not.
And see, at least, but it was able. He was the main architect of bringing the ambulance.
Your Land Cruiser has been so without paying or even the taxes.
Well,
with 2 Land Cruiser.
Oh, I know, dear. And can if you say no, dear. So you know, it's not. They should not have been taking him there today to be prosecuted for corruption. What they could have done is say, if it is evading of tax, you double it and you find him to pay those amount. And then if you also the Kana or
evasion of tax now also so evaded tax are there.
And then so then that is where the law
becomes a legal part.
Yeah, legal part. You take him to court and find out say we evaded tax. If yes, then. But they say you cannot tag this one as corruption because when we are and no man say you and now a car Land Cruiser from port. And I say when try home a year, then that another case point in his case is so Obi if they did that you let him pay and he just add some penalty. That is it. When I'm a channel and this other one you should have even taken there. It's good sir. Or say no,
Nolly Posequa.
Case of no case.
Legal terms.
Unwilling to pursue.
But then it means this man has been a law affairs lecturer, a law practitioner, and is now a special prosecutor. So you know the rudiment of the law to the latter. If you say,
are you saying otherwise to Matanamidu? That's now we do.
He's only testifying to what he knows, not what he doesn't. You only know do what that's it.
Former the whole country, former attorney general na aka sa chere no.
Yes, you remember cancer on some year. I mean, this
we can't say no so you no make car. No be so be jan na no be only me call yi. It's what I'm saying is I'm okay. We say God we buy no. Now I don't know say special prosecutor names is here no. MP before no mabi so we ni man. Oh, make us think a policy of equalization.
I think also let's wait and see what comes
for this one. I think say he has done justice to it, and then and yes, sir, biasema na maybe taba was a way about now. My fofi say political witch hunting. Una mecheno, but we now wabano. Ebe chese ebia na na mano the green light to do what he wants. As so the ama you know a damper doctor. So on a police force, no. It's the same thing on my man. And next year, we will see something different in Ghana. Before and so I mean, I think this one is a step in the right direction by our standard.
Okay, let's now look at the NDC story. Let me start that one off with you, Kalusha. NDC, your friend is saying, Penny Bakwa or Manu in Central Region, right?
Central Region
communicator. Yeah. So Kalu, what's your story? Nina, what find the bar and then the bar da. A man the bar is on you first one, and no man no corner down for doctor behold no one the panier.
Cry quack. Or you qualified doctor.
Yeah, and no one the panier. I say you say no near I didn't know goose. I said the last time one the papa died no was
June 2021.
Yeah, until about just how many months? 4 or 5 months ago.
Exactly.
Your October.
Yeah, 5 months.
5 months. Nane papa the last time ane papa nane die.
Opo the start story of this particular import of it. My man say
4 months.
Yeah, my man say when she was at JHS, you know. And a papa no 15 years.
Yeah.
2019. He started.
No. Me come in the banon.
Emmanuel Kwesi Dawood has been accused of incest. He is said to have been sleeping with his daughter since 2019. The victim's mother says she will pursue the issue till the end. Now, uti kind story na konform ho akwala na nkasa kasai. Now, obi baby say why ni Kwesi Dawood. Kwesi Dawood NDC ni CCA National Communications Director region no
region NADMO coordinator and so that
no under Mahama no NADMO coordinator has been hunting me. He made me go for an abortion. He started having sex with me in 2019. The last time we had sex he had sex with me was in June 2019. He was NADMO coordinator and it's the current NDC regional communications officer. He did not look after me. Enti the MSA ma kwala no be report to case ni say oso papa no enhwe no wa dog no. My mother was not happy for me to leave and go and stay with him. He promised to send me abroad to further my education and warned that if I reveal the act to anybody, he was going to end the plans to send me out for my education. And according to CCR reporter, police commander Kojo Entry Tebinsa Kano Central Regional Police Commander say akwada ne se papa ne de school there then so ne betu kwa abrochiri but o share story na say papa ne ne yire no mu ni hobio.
Yeah, what shall I
say? Divorced.
On na worry mpo. What happened say? On na worry. On na again wo SHS. Madabi mame no.
On no we na mame no wo JHS.
On onye mu no. E de onye mu no abandon no. Nto abandon no. E na papa no kodo na mu no akọware o. Nto akọware wiye no. E na akra we na ba benyini. Small girl we abenyini. Do benyini no so person okọ ne papa akọkọ tra. Nto okọ no na mame say nya de memo akọ. But now crown sufi say
I need to see my dad.
To see my dad. You know, but according to my man papa was a prominent figure, not more coordinator. Kashaba. Or say NDC year and no more won't see a cry and just so or then back or then papa no try no. And them say 2019 now crying I'm saying only 15 years no.
Yeah.
I know started so on any data. Now nene de dano na you know as you read no or say nene dano nko obomode na the net to kwan. Oh. And our crown sufi say any papa so didn't be too quiet. Why not? I don't know, say I can't jano no for so.
Must your father sleep with you before taking you abroad to study? Can we start of young another issue?
That is what is you know, because me can be a baby. I demand the year when say ni ma me say every time biano or per se or say or no and then the back. Until my man because time na my minister na onyem no.
I say he impregnated me when I was in the first year in secondary school. I know there's one amount who can. He is doing the same thing to our own daughter. I don't know if he was brought into this world to destroy our lives. Inti mama no say ono went to me and to any school so anko school because ushia bema no e na ono na nyimia which eno dia me blame papa no. Wo na oba wo nem sebi da ho na ne ye na nyinsen bae e na wo ye. But Mobane Diane, I totally agree that the man wants to destroy.
But Obama so could be in the name so and that one chance say on any man or abandoned. And also the panel sway bonnie.
No, abandonment I agree, but when we're kind of from education point of view.
But then say one to uncle school cry papa no sir. I think I'll share bano. But one share bano. Now Kotawa Badams are crying be D 14. And I feel the okay say oh so no bad but 20. So Kotran in Cherry 1 year crane. And I want to start to it's not good. It's not a good stuff to do. No, but question and Albisano was not a good question.
Back to the
it doesn't come back to that same question. Well, as long as maybe maybe says a Kalusha, oh Baba. Because it's Ania. Then he can be ask me that question. That question, oh, that be some anicho.
No, Baba. But you have
question about I'm doing my analysis. I'm doing my analysis. So just allow me to do my analysis. Many baba. I said I make say that question I will be saying that time I will be saying that question. I don't have any answer to you. When I'm doing the analysis.
So right now you have an answer. Okay.
When I want you to you know when I
all have points. He didn't want to enter world of absurdity.
Because many baba you want to ask me that question.
But beyond that,
so my analysis.
But analysis will be baba. But who will be crampa?
Untiminye. I was just trying to.
That's how it's always been asked.
I was trying to expunge Papa na dia na wa yenam bisa say oh baba obetumi aye dia papa yayi.
Yeah.
Inti no answer opemeli baba. I have to start me say oh baba.
One starts to be able to fear made a meme.
I didn't know Baba.
Time. And what I'm saying is, sir, what my men are done. The quite brim now. 1 hour, no to answer. Now, the Baba after also a school, nothing. Or the quack doctor say, or you're an abortion. They say, but quite abortion, quite a credit to a would be man. They say, oh, put my money now, Bromusu. I mean, the debate panel, papa, you pay fee. You this was also the case, sir. But say IGP that party, or matching to the latter. Now, be a so me, no, say you see that, member say, on my tag, say, walk away and this senior. I didn't want to tag send this. Opo,
act is an act. I didn't know police are sure. Ghana, MPP in the question.
Ghana, everything they want to politicize it.
Who analyst? Yeah, me person,
but it is in there. It's outside there.
Incest.
No. But the story brought an NPP.
Better than political coloration.
No, but why did they mention?
Why did they say?
No. They have to mention because I know they are there. No, for mentioning. Tisameti hey, assemble for you, for people to know me. Yabeka so National of Unity Radio. For Kalusha, for you, Kalusha, it's same. That is to magnify to the world who you are. Position awukita, nipakasi awuye to have done what you've done. Say MPP, communicator, organizer, whoever na yeya, ubi That is journalism.
He made analysis.
No, they are Matthias. But
people can play political mischief with it because once it's mentioned, people be analyst. And this is for no Mabona. And will you
no kind of prosecution wise. Say, I'm on phone. Say, which hunting? Yeah, they say
but. No, but
Nazano de wako yene obidi politics awanu amakwan.
But I just want to finish this. If you said this time around, the law will take its own course. They should allow the police to do their own investigation. So also what for be I don't mean a bit confiding that for that. Say some be akubiano. My minister man is start of the story. So if you say and someone became the prosecutor and then the judge on the some better assembly says the papa for insert. And then doing that the illegal everything saying man abortion in Ghana. Say abortion is prohibited in Ghana and I say illegal abortion you have to make sure say papa no be chira na no achi una me chira nti me dem fi say papa no wanya nie na so no man nsori mu na mo nya asotwe na serve as a deterrent to other confo na omoye the same thing in their various houses.
Tuntimi so baba mo.
No, why can I do that?
Okay. Now I get my answer that I was looking for. The other twist to the case is saying I had my night about 11th. I'm court or Chenechi Ukade.
Because
I see the mother of the victim has also called for the Inspector General of Police to intervene in the case to ensure that it is not thrown out without the right punishment meted out to Emmanuel Kwesi Dawood. The case is due to be called in court on October 13th with charges of conspiracy to commit crime, defilement, incest, and illegal abortion expected to be slapped on the NDC executive.
Yeah. You see, I was a bit engrossed because I wanted to see the position of the law in East in Ghana, because sometimes it becomes a grey area too. You say, well, my cousins near there, and culturally they can marry. Cousins do marry near there.
And that's how we do free area ho. Takra dene keep quiz some of them.
But in Cranford, them say cousins marry, but for them in him somewhere. Yeah.
Well, they say a bat.
A ban, let me call it madness. For me, it is madness. Siblings, direct siblings, anyway. There, I can't have any justification for it. Besides, you started sleeping with a girl when she was even underage, 15 years. I mean, Ghana.
Until defilement, one of the
charges. At the age of 15 in Ghana, a defilement, if even there's consent. Unfortunately, the North makes it a bit difficult because culturally they also marry early near there. It's sometimes Ghana law and politics be hypocritical.
But what is written is written.
Not, I mean, so people, I mean, some faith, they marry people at the age of 12, 15 years.
Say, Emma before the court of law, say, be a practice in normal culture. But what is in the law? It's in the law. Say bad, yeah. Young can say religion because religion non supersede Ghana constitution.
Exactly. I mention, but the law should be a donkey. It should have cut across everywhere. What's it? Savlugu crana only less that way.
Oh, na make us Savlugu is still applicable. But Omona Busian for no be katasu because Omu feel say culturally it is okay for them.
12 years. Yeah.
Say, remember this mean no mami dey say. Say if the lady was okay, ne ban catch no you okay. Say Kenya police case. Exactly.
Now we show so akwala boni because we share for 2 years because
Papa
he was promised.
Neglect no na
because on so I mean
I'm happy you are going there.
Oh yeah, we share we now we take commentary na say Papa na here for any part of the bargain and Sanka should be ready to bury it just to travel now. But in any case, Kwesi Dawood no he's not being normal.
No be our Ghana. Not more coordinator.
Yeah.
It is kind of when you tell me show about Baba and to me power Baba now. Or
a pedophile by birth because my man put your far now. The mom or SS1. The woman herself was not more than 15 years when she had that girl. Well, no, I yeah, the best but we no me and I
said first year. Oh, SS.
First
that means about 15,
16.
Yeah.
In Ghana in all
15, 16.
All things been like 17. You know me and I say you are born pedophile to the extent that your own child. I think the law should be stringent on this. You don't have to joke.
And Tina, I say the woman called on Dampari say
yes.
Papa ni big time politician in Ghana no. Obetumi afam penifo ni judges akesi akataso.
Yeah,
so he's calling on Dampari say can only be as a man.
Yes, because
On so room on.
It's allowed. Yes.
No, it's good. I'm just saying.
If you know, as well, can see before there, no, my NDC phone be friend can say it's not bring the thing to the fore. For the public domain.
It's political reason.
No, but that's where NDC volunteers are medium, yeah, because sometimes.
I see NDC officials have been coming to us to plead for him, but I have made it clear that this is a criminal case and he has to face the full rigors of the law. My daughter has been in distress and has said she needs nothing but justice. The mother said.
Exactly. Why would politicians move can say? I mean, sometimes you should have a conscience. You should be human. Say a man born of a woman. We bro. We a communication director. And then
daily guide. Daily guide. And no banner. Headline.
Some of the politically they would not joke with.
Yeah.
Because
and this is they would do.
Oh yes, the political choice you can't run away from. But when you eschew politics and handle the man as a human being, as a proper human being, not as a politician. Because you're the kataso. So people can say you're be affected and kataso. But what we yes, we in this now yes, I will bank as an obeno. Let people play political means out of it.
Also the mother of the victim also explained attempts by some NDC officials to get her not to pursue the case.
Exactly. Say your bank, I will go through that right. Because I think that the man, he has a mental. These people should be put in jail. They need to go for correction.
These are the people leading the country.
Yes.
Our National Disaster Management Organization coordinator.
Yeah, not an admin coordinator. So maybe for Central Region, not say me who. Say so an admin coordinator, not a Central Region.
Not an admin coordinator.
Yeah, exactly. What are those things now? It doesn't really wash. And I
the whole Central Region
communication director. He was the NADMO coordinator. Then now
Mahama Ayariga no NADMO coordinator. Emso no nebeji. Unse ayiso ko Yamin. Unse Yamin so far coordinator of NADMO.
Okay. NADMO coordinator maybe the whole Ghana. Just the whole the whole Ghana. Because your regional NADMO coordinator.
Very big position.
Yeah, you have the region. So make sure say where the main major one. Whichever way, the man needs to undergo a bit of information. He needs to go through because while we're back for the past 2 years sleeping with her, I mean, at the Ben Betty. Sometimes when a serious mental issue, I still need to be convinced beyond reasonable doubt that while we bad now, I mean, you see the problem which comes here. No, so I say more often than not, they don't stay with their daughters. The mom too, no, she's also been stopped with all apologies. When you say pay for at the age of 15, on Aqualana Antina, Aqualana right now, after the command session. You see that psychologically say
Akwala na pushy antina, but sometimes my men obey helpless. Akwala when you're 15 years.
But the chances are that those things they happen more often than not. The fathers don't stay with the children from birth.
Let me push you to the wall. Maybe say you fan say manuchu why oba girl no one on it na and I reverse ni hold you fan say one ayo oba and o partner near Bema and anka who now you're bound wash your banner what 15 years. I say I want to go and live with my dad. I've seen say Kalusha is my dad. You can't prevent me from going to my dad. My minister try one penny. You
do everything within your powers to prevent because
what will you
read the story now catch right here. The man did not stay with the daughter from birth because those things sabot didn't be a ban no akwalano and why you think kakra and then yema can cry no say na psychologically they become you born more as
maybe
I mean one more in awkward positions so how do you even have that
thought? Point in say come in her position or better
her position telling me that this woman the same to me at that prime age you should have pricked her. Then why are you giving us that information now? That this man is a non-pedophile because on a dynamic.
To be honest with you, my men are better than so Becca Sacha Colano because one, a beer unim sama or not no free baby, ne girl and a boy in mine on any baby. It's the only when you say be a papa to myself. Two, yana a tough, even so who go through divorce or crumania, they tell you say. And say the other parent no to Kwalano. Yeah. Inti ye be dear mama many say bia ma me no be catcher ne bana bra hwe nsie say wo pese ko papa o papa o fa me mfie dunum na misuani. I think those things be hard.
My issue is that why is the
woman means that the woman is pitting Akwalana against ne.
Why is the woman telling us now for us to believe that the man is a bad man so he should write CBB? So why are you telling us now that man we on your papa punishment because he did the same to me near the end. I would say, but now when him sound so there, then could have also helped your daughter's
from an
life.
analytical point of view.
That's what I'm telling
but
you.
But then make say
a bad pass at this point in time. I'm not exonerating or something.
I'm meaning him say. Baby, a papa position could do whole NADMO coordinator. Ebia, she is well posited now to help the daughter maybe get a better future.
Exactly. That and 7 over. You see, but goats remain goats. Me, I've always believed in that one. Goats remains a goat. You can never turn a goat into a human being.
Yeah.
Wait there, that monkey they make it any pass. So for me, it will be very difficult. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Say I call do age maybe because I want to mention no. Papa was kaka cry so but now you are giving us information for us to believe that you could have saved the situation.
Yeah.
Because you knew very well that this man is a known pedophile. Yeah, they trying to know. But whichever way the man, the mental way, fortitude, I don't think is right. People might say, do one, but that will be stupid. I'm a young committee. And there's no way. There are better things to do.
Very sad story.
Sleep with your own daughter. If you will stepdaughter cry, so once we believe that I'm going out with this woman.
400,000
also position kakra. Why your own biological daughter? Him say by incest is one of the major crimes in Ghana. No matter what. It will come under scrutiny.
Even in Bible, say,
Chiwadia
doing that.
Exactly, Chiwadia. So why will you? Either he was possessed or he's mentally deranged. This is what he can fight for.
Mami about
what's it?
Okay, Mami about of age. There is also a got to
anchor for Pantai. Ninya Asalam down, Asalam anchor for Pantai. Kumasi be all.
I don't know. No, Kumasi. No, Ghana they say mental yeah no on crime.
Everyone crime be Cape Coast.
Cape Coast anchor for no. And
Pantai near Asalam down, so Asalam, or money a bit. I'm okay, Kakra. I'm the mobile crying. Who do now coach each and go for this was more. Don't greet people early, especially in the morning.
Okay, well, special good afternoon to you, Stephen Kianochi, Racy Bona, Kwesi, Usu Gladys. Hey, my Gladys, a chan, good shepherd. And I'll call, sorry, Michelle, and you are watching us. Kofi-Addo, how are you doing, a big brother? And of course, Charles Fojo, Chelsea, and I would do Isaka Oluma in there from all the way from Sunya. You are still on Unity Radio 103.9. This is going to be our last topic. Now, if you're beautiful, nice, and I call us, and don't imagine Shraba. But I say, that's like I say, Emma, Veno Women's Health Services, Dr. Kwame Amponsan, Rashida Financial Services, Danko African Market, and I feel Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence. 8 Blackstone River Road. Bedi de duane papa. Oh yeah wedding, oh yeah outdoor, and oh yeah engagement. My enketa man or guest Boma Kasampa. Your wedding was superfluous. And now me ko program bi obi ko aduane ubeko table bi aso na etwa hwahia. Obi ani because the kan no say any pain oh yeah aduane na de nchine nam chilling hwe obi ehwe ne blood pressure ye. Gold Coast, we understand the needs of the community nti ye aduane kama to suit them. Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence. Omutaichi ena yedi jumedi edi bro yenhwa LGBTQI kakra bi nka ho na afi yemfa jumedi no ma mo callers na eyemodi ano nsem no ba na eba na nipa ba ko a wa join sa eye enkomo ya ye boy LGBTQI nkomo ye bo any owura friend say Dr. Kojo Afarijan. Afarijan joins campaign against LGBTQI+. Dr. Kojo Afarijan says same-sex marriage cannot be promoted under the umbrella of human rights. According to the former EC chairman, a human right should protect and promote the human race. He, however, believes same-sex marriage holds the potential to drive the human race towards extension. Ti enone Kojo Afari oni Daily Graphic ene kasa ene odi sansem no tu bia se ene nwanwa sa manfo edi sebi same-sex marriage no human right na enye human right e protect human race. I am also aware that some of the factors we consider to be human rights today, such as the right to education, good drinking water and shelter, and the right of women, workers and children, were not considered to be so in the time past. However, if we look critically at the factors that have become part of the body of human rights, it is clear that their essence is the improvement of human condition and the protection and perpetuation of the human rights. So to say that something is a human right is to say that it is good for every human being to have it because it improves the quality and dignity of the human species. Kojo Afarijan and so assertion no say e kase bibi a human right as I said babe promote to the human dignity any human race and as I say a good for everybody and no any and now my example to say you right to education near the idea there be a bon the rule and no dan chance so a reference say Babin Speaker of Parliament and so akasa oni NPP MP baako aklashi ni nyina ni say NPP MP friend say Kwame Enyimadu entry or a member of Parliament for Asante Achim Central constituency wa contesting a speaker say Babin say country will suffer no economic losses if the anti-LGBTQ plus bill is passed. Openi a friend say Kwame Enyimadu ora I friend say Babin omu nyina ye mrase badwafo nemum Babin say so a speaker of parliament na the tie ene say ora Babin grantee interview ena ono e kire na adwen say what is ebi mu keka say gayism ya pass mra we na ye chichi amanfo tuma o man ni beboka because ye the amanfo kwa akoto jail na no na ono susu ba abonten say saa asem na amanfo kan de ene nwanwan yie pa na enya ade a ye gay laws na ebekoso o man no sika bia o senya ade a Ghana be face funding problem passing the LGBTQI bill and no na member of parliament no so say on his speaker Enyajine. Now, according to him, it is erroneous for Babin to make such assertions as he is convinced that the aspect of the law that recommend jail terms for homosexuals in the country will ultimately impact the country's finances. He stated that when people are imprisoned as a result of the law, state funds will have to be expended to cater for the prisoners, which amount to the loss of funds. And also there canon say yes yamfa amanfo nkotum no ye ge mrane yes obi ye ge yamfa nkotum no ebebo oman no eka. Now Babin in June this year said that LGBTQI plus is worse than COVID-19 and I'm happy that our beloved country Ghana is together in this. The president has spoken, our traditional leaders have spoken, our religious leaders have spoken together, and Ghanaians have spoken with one voice, and we don't want to do anything that has to do with LGBTQI activities. I will always do what is right because God will always triumph over good will always triumph over evil. And no any Babin except of his interview. No to aso and no ka say omo ka say and bebo kanya de no omo nyadwen and no na member of parliament for Asante Achim Central so say ye de obi kotuma bebo Ghana ka enti for that matter ono so ne speaker enye adwene rights without limitations is danger and no a lawyer friend say manu chobudi ma no me ka say ya me boss no Kpemka Metra
ya Kpemka
Metra ba emonye enye no Kpemka se Metra da bia no me kon o former deputy attorney general Joseph Dindiok Kpemka Joseph Ghana say din first na ke din here easy local name say din hodo Dindiok eno so yeden
say odimu ye dia odimu ye du akosko won tampo say dey be sample say tutu sample before sogbologo a wo be spell e kwa wadwumu pi
Joseph Dindiok Kpemka former deputy attorney general. Now a former deputy attorney general Joseph Dindiok Kpemka has sworn never to support the legalization of same-sex activities in Ghana. According to him, the acts are alien to Ghanaian culture and poses great threat to the nation and its cultural, social and human advancement. The learned legal practitioner argued that laws are made to better societies and protect the values of people for whom the laws are made for. Following arguments for the respect of sexual choices and preference of persons who engage in gayism and lesbianism, Mr. Kpemka noted that such arguments are unacceptable because they have the tendency to stimulate other sexual preferences which are already criminal and adverse to the cultural and social values of Ghanaians and Africans. Someone can decide that he wants to be sleeping with his daughter and we dey bina SCCA blasting over high Kpemka session no. Someone can decide that he wants to be sleeping with his daughter and this is his choice. A mother can decide that she wants to sleep with her son and that is her choice. For me, I don't support LGBTQI. Today, I don't support it, and tomorrow, I will not support it because it does not fit into the cultural engine within which I grew up, and I'm not ready to adapt to it because it is alien to us. That is the point. If we want to talk about right, and we talk about right to be enjoyed without limitations, we will run into a certain difficulty that we cannot extricate ourselves from. We any and someone open friend said Joseph Dindiok Kpemka, and so a former deputy attorney general Ghana say you can write is idea, and there obi sorry ebini say yes NDC penny in a back day was say san ye can dia obi ma me bi wo a me buy dia no ho afebo no ne baba ma na eda na obi so ne baba na eda. Right are any limitations are dangerous and no any Kpemka and so assertion or the amine. Another lawyer says LGBTQI plus is criminal and cannot be a human right issue. And he also another lawyer also asema okan and he said LGBTQI and yet human right issue said yeah ebi mo ekano nemum ayadea yajitum say a human writer enye yi and also edie also ede ababetu idwa eno no time need to be person come a bonnet okay I see private legal practitioner manu to the outside in lawyers nepa lawyer friend Techi Anti-LGBTQ Anti-LGBTQ, yeah. Private legal practitioner lawyer Techi Anti-LGBTQ has strongly stated that the issue of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex plus is not a human right issue, as argued by persons opposing the anti-gay bill. He explained that we should not limit the activities of LGBTQI plus issues to human rights because that is absurd. Practices and matters of choice, he posited, are determined by the legal systems of the country. The lawyer and author asserted that we have to stop giving prominence to the issue because it is disgusting, evil, and against the values and laws of Ghana. Lawyer Anti-LGBTQ said we don't have to allow the European countries to dictate to us over LGBTQI plus issues because we are a sovereign state. He told Rainbow Radio that the laws of Ghana criminalizes activities of gay sex, and if people want to practice it, they should understand that when they get them, they will not go unpunished. The laws of Ghana, he added, were framed based on our values, principles, and things that shapes and transform people, but not to allow them to engage in practices against our values as people. To him, Parliament has delayed in working on the LGBTQI plus bill because if they had expedited the process in passing the bill, all these brouhahas would have been prevented. Parliament is even wasting time. This is nonsense. Ghana is a sovereign nation. We have the power to formulate laws to control our people. And no any lawyer nino as someone asiedu Anti-LGBTQ onozo asema ode ababetu idwa enso ewo ho. Okay. Manu, Dormaahene so akasa. Yeah. Me on audio time in me mo. Osi momfa mo loans, momfa mo visas. Ghana ye wo emra, ye wo amamre, ye wo nhihye. Enya mo na mo be kire oba ne be ma na. Osi ema fefefe the king is funny though. Yes. Osi ema fefefe. Wana on broadcast no. Wana ebe di on wana ni on beda. Wana ni on bewu. Wasi kamene na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo a kameka che o se oba be ma ne be ma nware me ma mo 1 year mo anwo a ma twitwa mo tie afiri ho na mo hu se de betie umva ayi no bono I'm trying to kind of get into the Bruno language but yeah Manu me enko.
It's interesting. I mean all this where Bano I think that for me I've stated my unequivocal stance on some of these things. You see, it's a matter of gay rights. In Ghana, where I have a problem with the learned professionals are that to say it is not right there. They are forming their own laws. That's what Kalisha said the other time. According to UN, and at the end of the day, they see them as right. They see gayism as a way fundamental human rights, a religion. People should be allowed to associate religiously near the because I say religion. Then we go back say religion can right because we call Saudi Arabia Nadia on the name of religion they are to train petit bunko for Nadia. Are those also right? Yet yes, we have a problem with it. Unless Obeka say the only problem. Some run a chair say Obiko father need tranisa, Obiko any trinity in the name of religion. That's a Sharia.
No, but that country no one the laws.
Exactly.
If the laws are based on religion, that is their country.
Yeah, no, for you and you're right to join any religion of your choice. UN doesn't have a
UN is not Iran. UN you cope and now join. UN rule you say.
They consider them as rights. Gay near their freedom to love
whoever you want. 14 judges in case now. Lawyer Moses for money catch call human rights law in France now mubugu say human rights.
So are they saying that you and I didn't recognize? They say I'm loving somebody you like and it's a right for the person.
Say okay UN country be sovereignty. No, me can't say you should me can't shim. You and Ghana Mramai.
I agree and make sure say I don't have a problem when they say for us Ghana. Then they limit it. But to say that right to love a man or a woman dear, I'm say right. I beg to differ. Me say yeah Ghana for dear. You want to say obi obedono and you're right. If they start thinking like that, then, but they want to create the impression which are law. But law is the same. International law near doesn't recognize it. I then try to tell us that laws, international law doesn't see gay near there as a right. I beg to you, I read books. That's why I call it gay rights. They have gay parades near there all over the world.
Until the fact that
a country can decide that they don't want it. Like I said, by Ghana there, you want to say, where Bema, you dictate who you should love.
But Kojo Farijan took it, any deputy attorney general, took it from a very powerful angle. Said human right, protect, promote to the human race.
Human rights, by religion. Sharia near the in the name of religion, a protecting the power. Who could make maybe a Sharia law?
And is that right? Do you agree to Sharia law?
I don't agree.
Yeah, so why are you using it as an argument? If you don't like it, it means it's not good.
But it's a right. But a country can.
How is it a right?
Freedom to be in any religion of your choice. You can decide to be a Muslim, live in Saudi Arabia, and be under those laws. Who could be there? You bet you will go at 25 now. That is where the person wants to be, and that is the right.
Okay.
And you're right. We meet Ghana. We say, papa. Obi you there young one. Obi ko boy jama yen chin ye lashing on there. Yen trying to send fish on there. In the name of religion. But at the end of the day, UN has said that your freedom of religion. The Pakrone pen wako shasi. Ubo Saudi Arabia sisi. I'm sure some pe.
Yeah, moment limiting command to your sovereignty. So
that's what I'm saying. Say omokasa. Then they can be like Ghana there. We will tell you who you should love. You can't tell.
But that is what all of them almost are saying.
No, in America,
the lawyer, the attorney general, Afarijan, any or even Dormaahene no Krasano.
In Ghana, I don't see this as a right. Because I'm not staying in Ghana. You expect me to. Maybe I'm
until I see Ghana is sovereignty. Until Sauba America, now America foresee who say a right, you practice it here. Over Ghana who say left, you don't practice it.
You see, some of these topics, I think I've exhausted my thoughts on it. I'm creating impression and say, reportage
but deputy attorney general Ghana was it right without limitations? Dangerous. Because then Beman did ni ba sebio Mr. kind of street. Beman ne ba
sometimes let's be truthful to ourselves.
Beman ne bad da. Ono so betime ka say that is ono so right ni choice. Oba so betime a oba be man na ne ba na nyini. O say o mesusu me ba be man na me pe. Then there will be no incest because obia wa choice, freedom of choice and freedom of
that's the harsh reality. What is incest? Incest becomes a news if one party is not happy and reports it. Unless you want to tell me that me ti wana munso be in a bad da, me me call police station call police and be chi omo nko jeli omo. By law,
if you are able to prove, yes.
Prove how?
No, don't see bet me a report and I'm saying yes. If you're able to prove, we say upon national and then a bad die, no evidence in here and the court will jail them.
So evidence by maybe showing picture and that down back home no more lock your
proof. Yeah.
How will you be able to prove?
Yeah, and I say gay Manuchu, so what kind of idea? Gay say my yeken. Omo yesi no. So be no money problem.
That's why no, but yeshemre we are. Run ban no because you're gay and not a gay. I'm sure the law will not be silent on.
Yeah, but you don't come and say you're gay. If you know you want to do it secretly. We don't care.
Is it not absurdity?
How?
If I say I'm gay. The
problem they say
yes.
Yeah, banning but be person you're being secret. The laws frown on armed robbery in America. People rob.
The problem they say they are giving it a lot of credence. But now the law is still there. Say well you will be underway. But you see, it looks like it's a major topic in Ghana. Yeah. For me,
yeah, but
unfortunately, unfortunately, no. People have taken entrenched positions. Reportage, people are more imagine say they have anti-win. They are not even able to establish it because people hate you for even espousing those ideas. Ghana na meche say me so be me fiba no there. Me pemba so be pewe a. I think I'm the writer. The system will even try to clamp you down. So
yeah.
Why would we do that? Is it not an open market? So be an China at the end of the day, call parliament and discuss it.
And I also
anti sentiment. Just say then who are the people pushing it?
And but you want people, everybody to be anti. Also, push it there. You pro or anti?
Anti, they are anti. I'm on pet.
Yeah,
you're pro and anti. I'm anti-gay sentiments. Yes,
yeah.
Ghana, the fewer feel say any papa no they have been victimized, they have been pushed over, and they have been or dregaja point why walk with scrutiny. Then you start insulting.
No, you
engage in the world of absurdity.
Let me call Kalusha and Zania for. Let me be
17 for no more can almost more rights on beka. Yem biem no be an chena adwun Ghana. You are young kowe. Yem fan ko parliament.
When I saw BNC or Mokwan. BNC or Mokwan come there parliament.
Anti sentiments. Sometimes I mean
the because Mokwan Kalusha and I heard lawyer Kotampa talking today too.
I'm not open once. He's been under.
No, I heard him talking today too. But the question, no, maybe let me share from angle. Say,
Dormaahene Moki Kenyan. I mean, they were off at the end.
How were they off?
Ghana should be. Truth is, we are not self-sufficient. To me, so you don't want the visitors. Okay, some people say he should talk for himself. They want the visitors to go. Nipa more than 2 million egu American embassy America say anti-Ghana government think I say I visa to US. Says who talks like that? The reality is that people want visitors to come to America, but they are still against gay. Unpaid gay, but woman America no beba. Because he lives in a world of hypocrisy and absurdity. But how bano? Or what to me, name. At the end of the engine to me, name. Does it affect us?
Until point in
America,
you see, that is America want the values. America want the cultures. Then you more did in the laws. And no say okay, magiatum. What do I say? Magiatum. Eti wow pesa oye no o kwansa oye. This is America, a sovereign country. Ghana is also a sovereign country. Ghana say ya jiatum anayenyin tuma. It is our decision. But when you bring in UN no jo pandemic by one who there Donald Trump at the year UN and WHO for. What do they do? UN doesn't enact laws for Ghana. UN open our join. Ghana can opt out of UN. It won't change anything.
Don't worry, one mama chance. What can say when one mama chance? I mention my dream. That's my mind.
No. Say na make say.
Good. It's my mention my dream.
You see, Dormaahene dia visa.
Yeah, Dormaahene no okay. Say Ghana, we should learn to be self-sufficient. It's a good point. Say champion for and say you have a lot of resources, but we still go begging, and we stupidly are still begging. We say we don't want gay, but we are begging still. And then I won't say
we should beg and accept gay because we are begging. We should accept gay.
I never said. You see. Baby, I always see Obi can send gay into Ghana.
No, we say we are begging and fighting gay.
Exactly, because we're still self-sufficient.
One of
the best ways to fight gayism is to be self-sufficient. One of the best ways, because sometimes they have the impetus to come and tell us because we are always begging them for pittances. But you are self-sufficient. You grow. You do not even listen.
So why don't you encourage that instead of saying
encourage them?
Say, okay, let's be self-sufficient, fight, make the economy better.
But what do you think I'm
encouraging? Anti for no, and what
I'm encouraging is that it's a free world. I mean, I'm not gay.
It's other na own share from angle say. Attorney General say na me person ka dialogue una me call Kalusha now no me point say Deputy Attorney General say right without limitation is dangerous. Kojo Farijan say right human right to promote human race and destroy human race,
which I disagree.
And I disagree. Umbabubo pampers. Sharia law and
killing people.
Sharia law and human right.
Or religion, freedom, religion.
Now when I say a human right,
because it's a religion and freedom. Sharia law is part of their religion, and they can practice it.
No, me say when I say Sharia law, a human right.
UN.
Will you talk about UN say Sharia law a human right?
UN say freedom of religion. In a religion, you follow it.
No,
UN.
See Sharia law a human right.
Oh yeah, a part of human right. And human rights, what I say, religion, yeah, human right. Anybody is supposed to go to any religion.
Freedom of religion.
No, I share religion. I'm supporting human rights.
Sharia law. And here now say UN support to Sharia law.
UN will not, and just specific. UN cannot do everything.
Adia UN Kassetia Sharia law every day. Also say UN say Sharia law. Yeah.
UN recognize Islam and Sharia law is part of the religion.
Islam ye ni pensecha. So na Islam Ghana ye ni Islam.
No. Let's finish.
No, Ghana you need Islam.
UN supports Islam, but it's against their Sharia law.
You are not in Islam. People who understand Islam and they teach Islam. Islam enye obiya boni chanensa.
Me, I've been in Ghana.
You were extremist.
What are you saying?
No. You were
Ghana believe in Sharia law. Ghana.
My question is, Ghana was Sharia law. The Sharia law. Yeah.
So Muslims in Ghana want Sharia law. Who can chief Nasim? Mama can be cabin David. Who can chief Nasim be say? Who can gestures the same? Or who can we? Catholic priest be as more yes wakan. Yes wakan say. Or say. Gayism, they are careful. Islam doesn't support it. Islam for now and more, and they'll bring their beliefs into Ghana.
Islamic country.
Exactly, and Islamic country goes to certain laws. Again, we are careful. He felt that we are Christian in there, we support the gay. We have to Muslims and support it, and no more for no more they will share. Then before we realize their beliefs will now be used in Ghana, and are you ready to accept Islamic laws? That is rhetorically say, are you ready to say Islamic laws that you're using? More there, they can be the ones to rule your country.
But a point in the say Sharia law, no country beyond Islamic country beyond use Sharia law.
No, not every Islamic country, but the major Islamic states beyond.
You were extremist. You were extremist for so
your Islamic countries, I'm sure they are all using, but my research, Islamic State of Iran, Islamic State of Saudi Arabia, they are using Sharia. Or that's your Islamic state, we're accepting all the tenets of way. Sharia law is part of Islam. Unless you want to tell me then count. Sharia law is a part of Islam. Oh yeah. I've read it and I've
listened to scholars in Islam.
And
yeah, until I say to say. A year by Ngofo Mbebubu Adangui Osama Microphone. You know, people take them to be Islam. But if you listen to your friend is saying Islam scholars teaching you on Islam.
Let's make it sure. You think that Sharia law is not Islam. That's what you believe.
Yeah.
So if I prove do research and come and prove to you that Sharia law.
Christopher.
Why you can't be proven to?
Christopher. No, I said, Papa can say you can't. Kalusha Yanko. Papa can say, Oba any amusement baba me ne beda. Namakase me right. I wanted us to also look at that angle. Now I join their share conversation general. Now you to me a positive idea, but you left all those parts and then you went to Sharia law.
I want to say. So you say it's
no, that is the news.
Yeah, no, I mean
that is the news. That is what is in the news.
Go for 50 seconds.
Yango.
I mean, when we're talking about sovereignty, I mean, sovereignty is a very good word and nice word. But in this case, you should be very careful because the Ghana's sovereignty, as we already said, Nanane said, are we self-sufficient? No. Do you go out borrowing? Yes. Do you have jobs for our youth? No. Our financial cost, is it on high for developmental projects? No. It's a country. Now, if you want to bring something on board from which, as much as I say, people will argue, so UN do not give us our rules and then laws, but the some of stuff that we are doing right now in Ghana, talking about what is going on with our COVID, WHO for guidelines of WHO is part of UN. UNICEF part of UN and the UNESCO part of UN. Those are in now, and yellow also, but some of our monomano and it will be a to be covenant. Ghana Nibia me pese, and I say majority of Ghanaians always want to go with our moral upbringing that a man should not sleep with a man. Accepted. A lady should not sleep with a lady. Accepted. But then those who went out borrowing from them, are they saying yes to these things? Yes. England, yes. UK, yes, all the European countries, you know, majority of them, I don't know which, say they are taking it there, I don't know. But majority of the European countries say they are saying yes to this gayism. When you go to China, part of China, 4 billion, but still there's a traces of gayism. I don't know about in India. So for us, the only thing that can save us not to be able to implement this gay law, anti-gay lawyer, Sam George, to Parliament bill, I want to get out to enact as a law, no, to help us, you know, criminalize it, what be boni be man be chono, say the bayon, normally about betono. Until say, one, we will take African model, being spearheaded by Rwanda. What I say, a baby do no. Paul Kagame say, no, I'm not going out to solicit for any funds. Whatever you have internally, you know, be able to do it. And the man is doing a great job right now, as I'm talking to you right now. And another guy, Tanzania president, also is also doing this.
Paul Kagame.
No, make up
That's also Rwanda.
Rwanda, and I'm saying Tanzania. There's another president in Tanzania who also doing the same thing. Makafuli.
Yeah.
And also celebration of friend is saying Independence Day,
yeah,
and those kind of stuff or implementing at the Ashemu no mabi. And you say they cannot do something like also offer the model of INB. Then you also come to Singapore. What I say, Singapore model. That was also a Bible country was not going, you know. They were able to sit down and try to bring up something good. They were able to do something for good for themselves. They empower the graduates. So, in as much you don't have white collar job for you, but you can do this thing. You can bring your quota here and there for the country to develop. And then also come to Malaysia model. They even came to Jerry Ronald's time here. They came to learn how to use palm kernel, some fuel in palm kernel, and those kind of stuff. You know? So for us to be a sovereign country and then try to emancipate ourselves from going out from the outsiders to go and solicit from loan, then when this law goes out, it will be a good boost for the Ghanaian public. But if you are politicians who want to go out and borrow, this is eventually going to be the daunting task for us. Because we do, you know,
I know aid most because of aid, but borrowing need to say ne busia metuaka aid need to no more the
be aid no kwa busia kwa betua say me abaji busia me man kwan na do man kwan e dey ye jimi say me man kwan for no kwan no that be the tug of war after this law is passed. And say ya Ghana for nyina be agin say you're going to have a renewal of mind. So after this one is passed, no,
you better say no man. Yes, Jessica, we are
not your mind. It is a very good cause for us. And after this gay law, no, then any president be Obebabiano. What I expect from that president to say, Obama say Ghana right now, there. And go for a just careful one. No way about. Almost me escape him. It's kind of way Chrome no, and they be man who buying. And you also say politicians didn't be a normal beer. Officers on high side but catching after this, when this law is passed, we need a radical leader.
Okay.
What I'm saying,
we need a radical leader
who can allow us to use our resources, as country resources efficiently. Whilst the donors or the friends saying the borrowers are not comfortable lend their money if you are not ready to give us the latest resources that we have in our hands, and be able to use it. And the Basandia is a good cause for the national Ghana. But yes, sir, let's say if you say the friends saying religious moral values,
maybe this is a way of, just like you said, getting the emancipation we all aspire and we desire. We no we na US UK then you come back to your own senses and try to do the right thing
for the country. So we're able to do that one. And so after the law has been enacted now, what we want to say, every leader that comes out to say there, they are not going to give us anything. And the BB Kakra saying, if you do that, it's a good cause. But you say, Mom, there.
Okay, Unity Radio 103 not cheap trading near not cheap cold store Daruma NFA Nabian Babri Salon ya Fakos no 5030493994 asemo ya de aseda kese ma mo ma yen shase quickly mbacho nana ojambo ama yenko
yo senior metal wasiki senior na mabodo sama so nyame insha Allah na insha amoti trade na amoti costo Mr. Studio kuntunchi chairman hosta radio dia musia na ne kuntunchi ma na Namita Lawyer Captain Kudia, incoming General Secretary for NPP, Abrante Bato Kumkumogana, Menchano. Now, senior, I get about America for Jaya after year triple dowry. And Yanisa must register out from our president, this bad everybody said. So, on the car, now almost a good year. And then I will be moving for as well as the movie. Not that you are to the fact, you know, the idea is your own to be. Almost more a fast, no one can be a difficult to do. Almost almost so far are being set on the interior of that country. Not that you are being married. The new class is here, car, I or no iron or young possible in the Obama. And what put to go for the outward young or to blue and tension. Which is so no diamond, Professor the Bermadia. Abe, a joke, Sadian idea. I am not. I said, South from Senate on my next time. Let's go ahead to the crowd. The conference and the grand economy numbers to be with that service, without the application.
Yeah, Nana. Yes, sir. So are we?
What do you think?
Temetiba.
Moving to be. Why?
Okay, Nano Jamia Dasi. Unity Radio 1039 of Abusu na yewe. My next caller on the line. Na onoson twaso. Mumuni chokwasi ura another debutiko.
Ninyo po medawa se papa. Otumfo nyankopo wo chira no kan no bo ban. Abofra o yira wo na ma ofefe no. Nyankopo wo chira na pa no bo ban ninyo po. Nyankopo wan kami nya ulma so so anya na ojambo ama ho. Ninyo po ye ka chira Ghana fo e no mo antie. Ye ka chira Ghana fo say papa wo ya le deni ba no. Enya bi obeboa ya because ni ko bi obeka samo so no no na asam wo no. Nipa ben eka na na do dankwa Akufo-Addo any NPP aban say no mo policy ni na ni say mo so me ncha ni so mo hwe me de na yahunu na mi ropo unu obi wo fie na won tumi ade no wo se mo so mo hwe a mo so me ncha na sa nipa no di adwen na obenya ma sa nipa no mo ni
chokwasi ade asem na wo kan ade asem na wo kan wo relate to
ni ropo so turumu no mo yaba oba walu oba na be ma walu oba no ni oto ebi yori di mu kura no enya kromosom enya kristosom ebi na nanu ma mbere kura ni tia ni oto yeba kristosom enya kromosom entunche na nanu ma mbere no omu tia ni oto na wati na kwatilata lawyer for baku 20 ana esi ejiatu yesi democracy ejeni democracy Mimi opo nka democracy ba yatuma enye yiri no a anaya funa mo a yanu o mun da bontere ana part so ke democracy na yakabia enye mana yasi o mun bana o ma funa mo yanu yanu o mun da wa bontere mimi opo nka yamu wi ani koke tramo e wa bontere anu de samra ma wo kai ti o beti ma yesa eje na mra ma wo kai se mama ni ba ma ware o ba no ba ware mimi opo Yakubo Siso di ni the mouth. And you have to get out the mouth. You are far so heavy, and I want to find out the power. That's why my Timotano.
Thank you. Mumuni Chokosi from Offensive Kokote, Daddy Boot Yanko. Mbacho nipa no gwachiri panti me bodi no ama wanya na wanko na me you free so it's unintentional for the second time running. Mbacho Daddy Boot adru so my intio. Daddy Boat, Adru, so my intio. Daddy boat. I drew some patch on my into. Okay, Kwajoboku Yanko.
Kwajoboku.
Yeah, my into.
Opo ya damase ya no maduma pa mo ye bo a ma kokro ga na opo dani da ya be de afida emu ase na se tete ya mo twaji afo do opo na kokon ahwe fo abo e ho ba ama na otwena kwa pro asaba be ke da se tiase no na yentimi emfa na se dani na enche to so mi lo enkoma unity radio as my for etiefo ene yan ya ye hwe munya e wo Facebook no nya kokon enche obi bia na uko fieldo na de Johnson ko amakin David Sechi ko po nyina se o mo tia no mo bo empire permanent se nyankopon e ma no me yekese e wo wiase afa de nyina obi anti ni jinse wo yekin David afa opo sa ke sama e ko su yene lesbian sama e ko su opo sa enzemu e enda me ya na me se e tu ba bia na abadan kwa Akufo-Addo po o ya mama pam abu NPP hu bebre opo se una wo ye ka un bia obi nka bi etisi ana ntasanse somewhere e ko so
kwajo nanado kan obi nka bi ada nanado yo autocratic leader your democracy unti
yeah best opo isi anu yan ko se Ghana nyina no ye nyina ye tie no e wo mse kia atam ko to parliament mo mu ihu abobo de best anko bo atam ya ba ya ti ya president Ghana e di padu na be 90% so mo president o program ndina ba ka bibi che Ghana for the tage we enka ya yo free na na mo president yan ti bi kwada e ko bo se aba se na de o mo ti za je mo etu mo dia sabi o tell you say court point open because they say that man was one year tage ni no go for akola o so kwa na obo e no be dey na court it is say nje mo no bo ye ba tre o mo bra bonte na Ghana ye nyi ntumi ne o chanzu ka una saje we kwa de obo e do nge ya kama to kwa ka na saje we free Ghana e ti ye be shonto na saje we akona sabi o mo ma wari nti obi e be Ghana iri ana na so better na oba bi enso pesa de libya na to be tani kunu akwa because the American Ghana constitution obo ya da sre ya mpanyi fo no omo na abonte ntam no mo meka bi bi Ghana fo na ye bra sa de no de ba ya ye wu de ye nna mo bi kuma obo ye beti omo ko amo ma jai na obo ye nya special prosecutor obo we bi ye wu so obo ye duma pa because that is na ye ba pa ma ta mi du de o di e kire no obo sa se we wu nya so what the Ghana tax was at the end of our talk no control when you have to oh my physical chichi no ya use ye nya kiti ade be opo obeti kana my idea bomb by permanent okay
thank you very much Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so and I will Kwajoboku mahala we my for the next caller on the line Daddy boat safe the ultimate can patch okasa so one team can dia na ma san san Daddy boat mba ultimate can Daddy boat for the last time so won temen kan me san ho akobi foforo so biu Daddy boat mba cho temen kan
me tun kan temen kan
yanko
me tun kan Daddy boat ni
kasa me tio
yo me da wase na me like no me tun kan obo nti a na me nti o mo di kan o manim ele mo mu di machi nyina na me nti MPP ma o mo mu kuru mo se o mo shedden na o ma mpanyi Akufo-Addo o je to ye papa ele sise papa ele ebu o my Ghana 2024 nema beku ya my ofo we ni Kwajoboku ele I mean yes sure so MPP ni papa because come your person akasa we na do ya my ebomo bu be onye be ma oturuku na onima onpen na do aka ni re aiso ko sha alikai for no mu asori no mu yejuma bi o kan ho tira opometi sa tape no afi ya HSFM na ma senda ma
me was out tip no ha ya born it several times
I am a mom in Canada I am a mom in Canada na carry on carry e ko tio so I can't say no support
no can say the debate na san sorry aba no no kan nye dada de
ogo mi to ma san we mumu ni chokwase o de kofa enana de so enso ne ja oni so ni asem aka ade na aba no mamunu dudo na ne yesi enyintu iti aba MPP ni so me anyway ni wa international ya sa de we o ma we bitobi na bema ni bema utumi se mema kan chinka pa kukutu wana ba kutena na chi na ode ni bema no ni sabio ni bema na mika ni ni kwati tabia na anu kurukuru ano
that's answer hunu na penetrate radio
njila ma to start ku ode ni bema ode si ne tumo na no wo faso to da kwa ni mbili ko se wo no ati se do bi na to na bo na je sa bia na enye nti nkaba ho na okwa nkaba bi do go faso sa Pausa, I no mission. Nti kuro mu no ma ja tu na opala mama wa ko kase. Ebe tu mama se, o ma yo be kase. Mo nya ye mo amo, we mu mo amo opo. We ni ko anga do fa. Ya di adia ne ye nema, ye ga na ye wo no. Nga ebe tu ma je ni ya ma ye tu ne bo ya di sanse. Agbofo na mu mo ye sane ye su ye de nema mo mo. Ye godu ni. Ye ni ale ne ye nema ye ja pa je do bi. Omo na omo je. Nti so omo kase. Yeah, you get me to Mumwaya. In Cabo, my Ghana pa, I bet my say, that's a mere shy. Then you intimate to never be in Tina. I'm a profuno, Bimo, Ellen, I'm like I will not say you, for them, Tema. Bema, who pageant, Gente, who go down Plana, who Cecilia Wina, which we do go, Cratch, which we do a Japadia, because of. Adia de na ngopon da hye ne nantem no wompe obi tu biri sabia no na wodi ubema masha nipa bi mu yale kura enso ye so so mo mu ase
ya da ase
ya ni ntum tira omo bo mo ne omo malu mi na papa na wa nso ne ba yem no ono so ya lungu ase ni papa onye ne ho sa ne mele beba
ya da ase thank you bafo is asare wi ana oluman so ko bafo ntio
Mama mentia kifu na ye mama basu ne ma de no bisa boye e de magana e de United States of America fu na o se papa na one ne ba akwa da ne wa ye no ni mara de ba ni na no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance wan ka sa ba de ni se de na ho face tie ne na se for but you say no me ba for me tia every time I consider Manema be more especially spirituality. I want to be the same because Obekum, you were evidential proof. I war around this area. Say, Ubiko Kodis to do, and Nipakono, they say, I just saw your mameda. And about the catcher, mamma said, this is what I've done. Until one now you are going to die. No woman know that it's kind of a banner. My men also get me, Mount and a banner that I'm going to perform with that. What I say? When it comes to issues of this nature, now, meaning the children who is so physical, every time they will be social meaning into it because it's not that. How can the one Kasanka who so bad? Wow, what can I want to say? Sitting in the baby, then the bubble when it's a corner bank one. Every time I am sure one also see not young forces are for now. Every time they be young Bible, I will say, be a don't physical with you, but every time there are some of these people need clear because a year back, the base of human. Now, make cannot and I may link to the sea is for the instance. You probably do a work at the same lesbianism, gayism, and antiphonema, or my Bible and say about Tachan and antiphone. Do not casa. They link spirituality America to these same issues. If you have a minor, you're better. I suffer for no form, 94. Now, a man pie bob in your day. In as much as a vampire and also, your parliament in Mamma, no year, you must. LGBTQI and other diaconum. Because with that, enforcement, and I am not to say. And your granny, Nadia Mramata. Definitely, a bayan degree. But why is now by a minima? Or more person, this has them we need in a strong or moon chapel. Because I yet gave them when you were the Kadima. Yakata, you good lawyer. Yes, from a good example and info. They should stop this. They should give us a break. Because I'm right without limitation. They said, and I send Papa Bakunekano. It is very risky. It is very dangerous. Until you are best friend, you are right there, and anything, and you chat on a man of my religion. I am being Christian, Islamic and I said traditional. No, your money and guide ye. Certainly, your man principles no woman guide ye. Na ye guide. Sab, ye no right any center any lesson. I am why.
Okay.
So my into the better. So you follow mamma and mra. That ye enforce. Man on NTV, you make a man. I am one of the youngest. You know that.
Thank you very much. For Israel. Onuma, I pump design.
Opo me hoyo na so e.
Radio do me hoye, my tio.
Yo opo me da se be ni akwanya de am opo ma mentia America for ende anyumre. Ma mentia me father Mr. Dansof Dan Auto Repairs. Ma mentia Chama Kojo Ago Chama 1 Chama be bia wo bia no salamu alaikum. Opo de di kan Kwesi Dawood asem na ye mo kan no. I think say I deny my screenshot or
now line break it.
I may say for now an allegation.
Oh yeah.
No be I so I get that.
Yes, in the year yeah. Me find a girl and a ban on allegation tiano.
Allegation so I politician be a bit nasty. Recently Hana Felix Pusukwache ye be trouble obi ye bibi sa. I don't dey no cry. Good anymore, I see men support Bibisa and Yadia support. But Kwesi Dawood now is the on social media where even Anopa Bosuo post to obey still Adoma FM any daily guard. To see as my screenshot
we have a statement saying that they are going to court. Into a allegation for now. That is how we treated it. Let's wait and see.
Because my screenshot on the statement now, Facebook. They are sending a crowd. We never say they are the big but some of the sending. I'm also discussing here. More on next topic. Now, and we hear so best now. It's I think say, Naameh say, another than Akufo-Addo. As some of Coco Dina, sorry, them or Kai, open and carry way to. Say it will not happen under my watch. You need yeah, Akufo-Addo didn't no be happy under his watch, Biano. And also, then another Akufo-Addo say happy under his watch. And also corruption, nepotism, and I said insecurity. Bibi or Kaya be a coso. It is so continue sorry them now say happy under your watch. Then the sun some way cost now be kasa. Yes, what the kasa. Nana do don't Akufo-Addo call CNN for granting interview or kasa is bound to happen. Emma must have to be done. Emma must have to kasa. What's in the UK from Australia? I want school. When him say girl for no and let me follow your margin say be or move to see Abana. Abana has no option. It's going to happen. If one look at the guidelines, say so we come move no more so move to see Abana. Abana no option there. And one of cars is going to happen. That statement na another than Akufo-Addo can was CNN no. It will be a baby oh. But the Okojina sorry them all can open carry weight. And carry weight. Yes, and the chairman supposed to know how many Kazaka. I started here away. I could talk for Akufo-Addo lawyer. And you mean Nana Bob until Mokazaka, Modia didn't call Parliament, or Montiasia, my young Sembran Fanso. It is excellent in another than Akufo-Addo, commanding team of Ghana Armed Forces. Then the Atamos near both Ekasaya, I say Nadia, Ekwana Maya, or Mufa Musika. Atamos Mahama for Scotland Parliament. Ebo Busan is as a man or no as a President of Republic of Ghana there. And Nadia Sani over to Scotland Group. Kenya, a president Kenyatta. Obama called one Kenyatta.
Yeah, we talked about that today. Me see a can want someone nekra.
Aha, what you know Obama and him can no. It is another than Akufo-Addo sorry them or it will never happen or it will not happen under his watch. Opposite now baby. I blow full of manse. I blow full of the pressure yes romance because can sorry them. But when the CNN no go guarantee interview and no can't ask them no. And the music baby and him and another than Akufo-Addo. Because your money a coward is no more no. Nana do den Akufo-Addo mra bonte as a commandant of Ghana for no kasa me Nana do den Akufo-Addo me nyintumo den nyintumo kira nti dia na kan peace ne be it is en kan pase Nana Akufo-Addo stand say won nyintumo a na kan peace no ma on say nipa na o ye mo president no wono so won nyintum na mo na mo ye a friend say MP dia na kan wo beka ba sam na kwa no kwakwa na ntatwene obo ani mo enyeyi obo atire enyeyi akwa no se be sefani ko nyina aban ye tafsiri banyansafo ebebo na Nana do dan Akufo-Addo bu ye no won si ni pi ba wa ye ekunko aya aso support aya aso support but o support wo we die ko dia sana mi meka no e do mbla bonti no be kasa wo kasa e fana na won kasa no be koso ani we no asofo kawe na we mu kawe na we mu kawe na we mu kawe dia say ya na be koso aka adawo the day no parliament no an fe ya na akwa yete yakwa bo some Georgia MP
even Omoka and Europe and US even Europe no let me tell you Europe no kra European countries no mo kan UN ho no enya European countries ni na nagitum Armenia, Belarus, Bulgaria, Croatia, Georgia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, Montenegro, Russia, Poland, Serbia, Slovakia, Ukraine omo nyina mo nyi gentum so mo kan no mo kan ma na hu say na UN na we even in Europe, the heart of the world, Europe and the US and the European countries, do do ambobo di nkra omo nyintum.
Opona some who so country I friends Maluto say UN any country.
Yeah.
UN institution. Who so one former president Donald Trump who ta ko do in America. Who cannot public no dey gay lesbianism no one also.
Yeah. No, it's true. Or the campaign message grab.
But Joe Biden by you say no agenda official no. Oh, it's and send you dey say in pen for Nana Akufo-Addo like I thought say you training self unity when say we man penya situation as am also kan wan kan ogoro so Mahama can one because one problem a bit in your face of man.
Okay,
because majority of Daniel, majority of them call for no more man and an call for no swap. It's the only option be Nana Akufo-Addo and then send no babons, you know, with Jebby, a boosting on my idea, and you sick. I bet my Kenya for Kwesi and Rwanda. Kwesi the Musika, as Rwanda, ultimate Pagana compare Rwanda.
Yeah. Nyameka Ibrahim Maintio.
Apo se onwe de
nyame ne madini mba cho na wonso e
baby am woni de boni biya ni ha baby am woni de alhamdulillah ye nyame aye biya mai ogusu ye na minche mi amini awulman kasigi na minche Ghana fo nyina mu America na minche na membo wa baso na minche kira se jimadi amudi no so ye ni papa Oluma yambo mpa yamao eni utimina opo sharia law anyo bi individual enema sharia law aye nyakopon ensisiye karmoni bia uji sa sharia law tum no ana uji Quran tum no utimi wonse nyakopon ensisiye anyo bi ensisiye the only thing is law no obashe mra tachi Ghana no yenye majority and tina ye kase sharia law be ajumo hakura ye law no parliament no e be dusu other countries say who say omuye say law da kire Saudi Arabia e ko mo yina constitution na e wo ho omu nyina ye den afwa so enti wo ko na yebekun eboko na yebecha won sadako wosena bo yebecha baako kokum se wona nyina ka ho ogbo ajomanya baako pe yebekun ani ye omulo amaja tum ayi mani nyina aja tum enti so wo be ka kire me se enye enkermofo ya usani ba ko me ne unya agen doctor se enye kermoni fo nyina na ejitum ende me ne uya agen ho kakrabi o ta game sam no minia se nanado eka se oni hu bia ye ebe ajin mun na kakra because nana Dormaahene nikina sa ma sorry akama o kai na ayo ye godness eno de kai wo po unya mampanyin wo de godness na yeden e kai Assignment or the board necessary a kind. But then I would say a bit much. Now, a bit much and the co-parliament is a young and Rama. I don't know, Mother. Oh, I am not. And I'm so kind common yet. So kind of common to know. Don't damage yesterday, MP before I'm supposed to side you and end before now. I'm supposed to side you. Yes, almost so much. And I had the warning. I had the papa. Yes, I Kojomala and MP. For Muse, a Kojomala and MP. Or we can argue in Chester or MP. You are ending to believe you are. Some you are more than 2 Jana. You don't want but some we are ending to. It's a daddy boat. Thank you.
Ibrahim Sami Mayenko.
Obo and lawyer anti-do wakasa. And what wakasa maye say. Even LGBTQ so near about a year so on the street. It's a criminal thing before I will get according to Ghana law. It's a criminal thing. So I don't see why we should entertain this in our country. But not like that because I will say it will not happen under his watch. And the man has spoken. If he has really said it will not happen under his watch. Yeah, we are looking forward. Say, yeah, she say at ABC and I say NC. Say the Dormaahene say, oh, say we were talking about human rights. Say the NBC one secretary to organize today. What facing the back? I'm not calling abortion and they say he's around.
Yeah, it's been alleged. It's been alleged. Keeping as allegation. Says it's your court to prove we are.
Well, allegation. But I know maybe percent this is a human right.
Another former deputy attorney general can say I'm sure any human right without limitation. Obi betimi awon ne ba oseme ne ba beda I am right. Obi betimi awon ne ba akola nya 16 17 18 we are. So ye no ntama na beka say defilement. Onya 18 we are oseme ba no na me ne beda no so beka say.
So if you call a spade and nothing else. And you remember honest here. As you see who can fight but also I am I say and you remember to say now you can see a deep politics of them. But I am thankful to God say this time around I say the NDC and the NPP. Oh, majority of them, we are side of the fact say this thing is an abominable thing. It's an abomination and it must never happen in Ghana. So so be it. But when you happen, it will never happen, and it shouldn't happen.
Okay, because Sammy. Yeah, that's it. Raman Yanko.
Yo, Tokyo National, the airways commander of airways. Tokyo airways commander.
That's Yanko.
National organizer. Opo, I'm maybe the car. I'm coming out of Chimera. Let's see. You are not on any back for them. They don't make cuts at Nukura. The customer is not a young packet here. I'm saying, Opo, young customer, every step out of the more tea. Take out you with a 2 years. Have you with a year? The service you look like tea. In Kumufunti, Christopher Wayne, or tea. It was not clear. The one thing another jump for Akufo-Addo. When you get a couple of samples, or you clear it up, no, I can't tell you the Ghana for up a piano skill. I will never find on piano to except a child here now make it to coma here. Being good not in coma, well, to get over your piano, no one browsing west, you came out a car, or the police back to one. Police back to what just one who go, no for Kawasemo. What are your Biafran and Syria? We will look the government. I don't know the Biafran about a kind of queer. I already said that 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 kind of again, almost powerful. Me, the one who goes to me, for what we do you.
I didn't hear.
Appear service in appear come a Christopher almost 7 to a guy at the better people. Never when I have them for my computer or to come to 7 million from a president for the president, so the one who can. What's the one can play? You want to compare. You can make a very I don't think that as soon as possible, Ghana. People that photo Ghana of Pia and then about Pia, I think another figure too, another figure too, but Pia, some of our 24 or Pia Eka, you think of a plan? Oh, Pia, too,
but Raman, so be a cousin another jiggy at my own soon himself, no crest idea, so him, sir.
Oh, they you are the catastrophe of Ghana for in the place you present in that I didn't feel you know what NPA. I want the catastrophe now, make it there. I mean, yeah, because you are so right here in this thing. But if you see, I'm not the lawyer for a couple. I'm not sure. I'm going to do. I'm the council to make council with that. Oh, no, I'm council with the side and I'm going to go. Yeah, yes, it's just too.
Okay, yeah, that's it, Raman. Thank you. Mamia Ba, your last caller because it's already 2:16. Mamia Ba Nkuma from Pantai Nkran Government Hospital. Mami Mpacha Umpum is saying. Last week Friday, I wanted to give you time to promote your mental health awareness month, but unfortunately, the line didn't permit us.
It was yesterday. Like yesterday was actually the day. 10th October is mental health day. World Mental Health Day.
Oh, okay.
But because in country house that we don't take it seriously.
Yep.
Nobody even said anything. It's just we, those who are in the profession.
Yeah, healthcare workers.
Yeah, promote. We are trying as much as possible to promote it, but because of course Ghana and farmers.
Yeah,
we do our best to help those who come into contact with us. For anyway, I think Papa no any, but when you know mental health issues maybe mental health issues maybe. What would attract you, like what would make you be attracted to your own daughter? If not a mental illness, what would they never know about why you are we don't take mental health issues seriously. You see, that's I want your money and the share it's not conducive even for the patient for recovery. We try our best to do it, but we need help. If they are best from, they should. Now, create awareness in the communities, in churches, in schools, so that be at this able to me a fair idea of what he or she is supposed to expect. Because LGBTQ is a mental health. Curriculum is under sexual perversion. When you now a sexual perversion to go out of the norm, you see, NPP, like all these things. It is a year. Somebody and the person understands, say, mentally, this is not right. Emotionally, this is not right. I think some of these things, to me, I think the president should come out. I think I agree with Oluman and those who came on say on the time. I think he's the
father of the country.
Even though there are other avenues, But on no to say this is what my people want. I think a bit go a long way to all these debates.
I take him now Ghana, baby. Everything in Ghana now, gaism.
Yes, we are not fixated to that. It's just other things that are going on. No, but when he Obama said, or the Senate said, this is what my people want, so this is what we are going at. I think so the president should come and then say something.
Okay.
To put all these things at rest.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. The president should come out and say something to put all these things at rest. Emmanuel Kwesi Usunsu the other by you say Emmanuel Kwesi please, that is not his name. Please, journalists should go and check well. This mental health problem we Emmanuel Kwesi we love women but not children. He's mentally not healthy. I cried when I read the story. Okay, he's talking about Bema Kwesi Dawood. Ono allegation abase ono ne bada ma ne bana nyimu asisi akudi police for nsema okokot no na Kwesi say ma yemfa enye because ono so dia Kwesi we dia oye mental say the tie canon say mental. Okay, the next message comes from Kwesi also. Now the rate at which things are getting expensive in America is too much. It's getting crazy. I totally agree with you, Kwesi. Things are becoming very, very, very expensive now in America. Very, very expensive. I totally agree with you. Costs of items are just astronomically increasing. And you are right on that. Just like on my example of fuel. Say fuel. Now we say price of fuel has also increased astronomically in Canada. Stephen Ousunso dia ono so de be fo so eno no abusuya ye de dwumade ni sia na ye de mako peace 1043 na yakofa news no e de abramu nyame ya admo chena anopa ye no mu behia na ye de foforo so atumi ede abramo na mo se de nneoma so esi eko ye de aseda kese ma ye tiefo nyina mo adaroma mo na mota ye chibua ye ma adwumadi tumi ede abramo obi besie se muni ho a yensu eni ho. Everything that we do because of you the listener mo ana mama unity unity tiada mo CP mami nchami nu abema Alison ama Eben so German I call you Richmond Jobain, thanks for joining us. Silas Ajimai, my big brother, how are you doing? Silas, special greetings. And of course to you Rachel Mami Ifia, my sweetheart. Rachel, how are you doing and how is your baby doing? Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us here on Unity Radio 103.9. Debbie Amika said the radio is for the community and the community is for the radio. Okay, my info into my name and sana makwakofa news no Eddie Abremo. We a quick snippet announcement. Me mame Florence Jemfua papa ene me papa Ajimai. Almost say yemfa Unity Radio 103.9 FM so emfa seda Emma Worcester for oye ne mame nano memenda ene enra kwesiada odo amuyi na di kire Mr and Mrs Ajimai amonu Jemfua papa no ose abro na dwene ne ntiase so Worcester for oye marveled nyame nhramo mo adaje mo achede bibia odo amuyi ne di ma the Ajimai family no aso omani nti nyame ya adoma omo ankasa be sheda afre no mo adamo ase. But in the meantime yemfa radio iso na ye na Worcester for nyina ase emfa Emma womo eti Mr and Mrs Ajimai say yemfa seda kese pa emfa Emma mo me ma me amonu Jemfua Florence me friend no mama life ene me papa Ajimai say na mo ase man nyame ya adoma on be frem at the right time no madam ase omo see Worcester for esi ni keja eni ase da nyame nhramo for everything. Okay, abuso ye de mo ko Peace 1043 na ye the news no e de ato am so
objectives so then clearly it doesn't bring about a certain kind of fairness our system.